Hello? Hello? What's up?
How's it going?
Well then,
All right, I think that's good.
what do you think? What's new today?
Been kind of slow this last week.
Yeah, kind of,
There's
isn't
still
it?
a lot of stuff going on, but
Well, always, yeah.
it's been a lot slower. At least there was no mass shootings, and I'm still a
Yeah,
little
well,
shaky.
they they kind of been classifying for a few years what is a mass shooting? Like what is a mass shooting to you? What would you describe as a mass shooting?
Crazy person that walks into a place where there's a bunch of people and starts shooting up the place.
That sounds accurate enough to me. What would how many people need to be killed or injured for you to consider it a mass shooting?
Probably five, 5 to
See, I
10.
think I think they've been making that number a bit smaller than it needs to be.
Well, generally it's like two.
Yeah, they say like anything. I think they say anything over three, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a shooting in Ohio yesterday. One dead and I think two or three injured. I didn't pull that up, but
Well, they
that's not a mass shooting. But when you see on social media, that's how I learned about it. Was on Twitter, and it's one dead and a few injured. I wouldn't consider that a mass shooting.
no. They'll take um a double homicide with a self delete, so a double homicide and a self delete, and they'll consider that a mass
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah. If they consider the self deletion as part of one of the casualties of the shooting, which they're not wrong, but
Yeah.
uh, anyways. So we have some stuff about
Some more Israel stuff.
some more Israel stuff. Uh, I didn't pull it up, but there was some talks of a truce between Hamas and Israel.
Mhm.
There was the other day the leader of Hezbollah was he had a announcement in front of several thousand people. We don't have that today pulled up, but it was a long speech that he did in front of a camera, and they displayed it on a screen in front of everybody. It was really weird.
Hmm.
But he basically said that they don't want to get involved, but they're prepared to get involved essentially. And since then, Hezbollah has launched some rockets into Israel, which is the first thing we have. You can go ahead and launch that, Caleb.
Yeah, I just kind of want them like I would instead of war. I'd prefer them sitting around a campfire singing "Kumbaya." Kumbaya.
Yeah,
Like
it,
I would prefer
I'd
that
prefer
any day.
that too. It's never gonna happen,
I don't know.
unfortunately. So Hezbollah reportedly has some Burkhan missiles. There's a picture below if you want to scroll down a little bit there, Caleb. Actually, we have a mouse here. We can do that. This is what their missiles look like, and they carry quite the
That's a
payload,
weird looking missile.
right? Yeah, there's this this. I want to know what the warhead end looks like. This must be just the tube
Oh,
that
the
it
tube
launches
that it
from, and
fires
it's
out. Yeah.
it's mounted to the back of a truck. There's also some video of it. I think here, yeah. Let's see if this has got sound. That thing is serious.
That's pretty gnarly.
So this is created by Hezbollah and has a range between 500 meters and 2,000 meters. That's a pretty short range, but they carry quite the payload. Uh, somewhere hundreds of kilograms payload capacity on these things.
So they shot some of those into Israel.
Yeah, shot some of these into Israel, which we have some more on that. Right here, there's video of it. Do none of these have sound? Or do we have sound? Oh, that's right. We're turned down. Okay. Yeah. Let me start that over. I think that probably played on stream. We just couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dang. That even sounded gnarly.
That is pretty gnarly.
So these were launched from Lebanon, from the Lebanese border. Does this say anywhere where the impacts were? Here's some more.
I wonder.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hezbollah has rockets too, but they're nowhere near the impact radius of like what these Burkhan missiles are.
Right.
Or rockets. Oh, about that. We need to create a Twitter one of these days.
Okay.
That's pretty wild. I think there's even some more here. I think, yeah, Caleb's monitoring on his phone.
Yay, Caleb!
This is another angle of the same rockets.
So this video is the video of the rockets that came from Hezbollah.
Yeah. And this just comes one day, like not even really a full day since the leader of Hezbollah mentioned that they essentially were not going to get involved unless there was a ceasefire. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't. Sirens.
I really don't know how there's going to be a ceasefire.
No.
The blood of our fallen martyrs and the sacrifices by the fellow fighters and our honest, noble men who remain in the south, or those who are temporarily displaced, they are all sacrificing to this battle that is worthy of each sacrifice. It is an expression of our solidarity and support to Gaza and the Gazas by the noble blood of the fallen martyrs, by standing steadfast. We are doing all what we can to alleviate and lessen the pressure on them, and as the enemy is acting insanely, militarily and politically. Here we come to the most important point. Let the world know. For weeks, communication, pressures, even from day one, if you start any operation and if you open a front in the south, all these American fleets have come for you. You will be shelled by the U.S. warplanes. This was been told to us on October 8th. And in some details, when some Palestinian resistance fighters infiltrated from Lebanon, following the first operation by them, we received a threat that the U.S. warplanes will bombard Lebanon. I assure you, many resistance fighters have infiltrated, and many will continue to infiltrate. The threats we receive will not change our position. Therefore, we started our operation on that front, and the future of this front, any escalation and any development of whatever nature are hinged on two things, nothing more: the development of events in Gaza. It is the first factor, the development of events in Gaza. That's why this front will devolve according to the nature of development in Gaza and what is required. The second factor that is in play is the conduct and the demeanor of the Zionist enemy towards Lebanon. And here, once again, I warn you not to go further. the further as many civilians have fallen as martyrs. And this will bring us to the same equation. A civilian for a civilian. Again, the demeanors of the enemy against Lebanon will be a factor in play. I am speaking openly, candidly, and at the same time with ambiguity, constructive ambiguity. All scenarios are open. All scenarios are open on our Lebanese southern front.
Are they flying Gadsden flags?
Right.
I reiterate.
I was wondering that too.
Scenarios are open.
I think they are.
Yeah.
No, wait. Wait.
That's
a Gadsden flag. Look at that. No way. It's what it looks like, but it might not actually be. Did you see one?
Yeah, it's 100% a Gadsden flag.
I reiterate, all sin on our Lebanese southern front.
What?
All scenarios are open. All scenarios
they
are
have a big
open
one
on our Lebanese southern front.
I don't know. It's hard to make out. It does look like one. They have a lot of them, if that's what it is, too.
All scenarios are open. All
Caleb, does that look like a Gadsden flag to you?
Laid out, and we can adopt any
Speaking of which,
any point of time.
It's a yellow one of these.
We all together must be prepared, ready, and available to all these scenarios.
I tilted
and
it up. It's a little
options
better.
to
I like that angle better.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a...
It does. It does look like one. I don't think it is, though.
Yeah, it might not be. But they're talking about, like, this is directed towards us, towards our ships.
Yeah,
right?
the ships in the Mediterranean.
And they're saying, hey, remember your defeats in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. I get it. We pulled out of that war wrong. It took way too long. However,
well, not only that,
how many Afghani people lost their lives versus American lives?
Right. Yeah, they look at war differently than we do.
I know.
Any time they're able to kill their enemy, even if it's just one, it's a defeat on their part, which is not incorrect.
Right.
If you die in war, you lost.
Right.
Whether it's your war or you're fighting for someone else, you still lost.
You still lost, right?
So I think that's what they're referring to, is like every American casualty in these conflicts is a defeat.
Right.
I think that's what they mean by that, and they're not really wrong in that sense. They look at it different than us.
Right.
And I personally, I mean, I don't think we won anything there.
No.
We shouldn't have never been there to begin with.
But for the longest time, we also our soldiers had their hands tied behind their backs.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
They couldn't do anything.
Plus, I mean, we weren't really there to do anything.
No.
Essentially, that's a whole other thing.
But they're saying that they got preparations. You could probably go back to camera, Caleb. They got preparations to go against our Navy that has those two strike groups, right? Which is 24 ships.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude,
that's a lot.
Lebanon, do you think you can take on 24 naval ships?
Well, they rumored they showed up with troops from Iraq, Lebanon, like all these different organizations.
Syria.
Essentially, they all met for this thing, and it was like hundreds of thousands. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket compared to other armies, but they showed up with numbers.
Yeah.
To show, hey, we're good. If we have to get into this, we're gonna get into this. I mean, even with 24 ships in the Mediterranean and all the it'd still be that's a lot of ground forces
Right.
It wouldn't be hard to if if it were to happen, it wouldn't be hard to wipe them out with the equipment that the United States has. But that's neither really here nor there, in my opinion.
I mean, we shouldn't begin that. It shouldn't be getting
No,
to
it
this
shouldn't
point
be getting to
anyways.
that point anyway.
But it's just to make a threat like that, you're actually arguing.
Whoops.
You're arguing from a. They're arguing from a state of weakness. So
Right,
that's the
right.
art of war, though. They're trying to appear strong.
Yeah, I mean, but they are passionate about
They
this
are
issue.
passionate.
They're very passionate about it.
It's their home.
It's their homeland,
Yeah.
not directly theirs, but they're standing in solidarity of a terrorist organization.
Right.
But I mean, it's
I
over.
get it,
It's
we
over
shouldn't-
land that they see as holy ground, just like the Jews do that are there as well. So
right.
and you know, Christians all over the world.
Right.
It's definitely it's a unique situation.
It's definitely a unique
It's
situation.
yeah.
I don't know how they come to peace or anything like that, but I don't think anybody should be poking a
No.
bear on either side.
No, exactly.
Like it'd be like, oh, you want to fight? Oh, you want to fight? Let's go. Okay, let's fight.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
I say just let them get it over with, and not get involved at all.
Yeah. Step back. Let them hash their arguments out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. I think this here is more of the rockets from Hezbollah.
Oh, okay.
مجدنا وعهدنا واجب من الوفاء يهزنا يهزنا عزنا عزنا مجدنا وعهدنا.
Yeah.
That's intense. Oh no, this is
Al-Azhar.
this actually I misquoted that. This is Al-Azhar University. This was
Oh.
targeted by Israel. Israel did this one. I need to correct myself.
واجب من الوفاء يهزنا يهزنا.
But why did they target this university? Is there
Well, Hamas. I mean,
Hamas was staying underneath that hospital. I
Yeah.
don't remember what city that was in, but they have tunnels essentially all over the
all
place,
over the
and they're
place.
it could be possible they're doing this here. And there was some controversy yesterday about Israel hitting a ambulance that was transporting Hamas leaders and stuff, and they took out a couple ambulances, and that started a whole
The whole thing.
whole
yeah.
thing.
Well, I know what Hamas likes to. They like to attack from a place where there's a lot of their own citizens.
Right. Yeah, they I mean they're classically using their own people as human shields, which is disgusting. And but I mean, I'm not going to say that Israel bombing
It's not good.
places like hospitals and where there's innocent people is not good either.
Nope.
There's no good side here, really. But
Yeah, it's
there's nothing that I say or he says or anybody forming in the streets that can make any difference.
well,
This is going to happen either
you
way.
have no influence over the situation
Yeah.
at all.
They're not going to look at people marching in the streets saying, you know, ceasefire, ceasefire. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, we got all these people all over the place saying we should stop. Maybe we should pack it up, go home."
Right.
That- It's not going to happen.
As nice as that'd be,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just don't see a way of it happening. Not that way.
I did have some hope the other night though when there was talks of a truce and everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that is going to happen, especially after this is just I think either this morning or yesterday when this took place.
I did see a thing where Israel still has troops on the ground in Gaza,
They do, yeah.
which I mean, if there's troops, how do you? I don't know. I don't know how you come up with peace at this point if both sides are still bombing each other.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any scenario where that really could happen for any really long period of time. Because even if they come to a truce today, this stuff could happen again in a few years, just like it has been forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to sit back and watch it.
Well, even if one side comes to the table and wants truce, I don't think it'll ever get there because there's both of these sides. They don't want the other to exist at all.
Right. And they're open. Both sides are openly saying, that they want to see the other side disappear.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it last week. There was people in Gaza saying, or they were chanting and stuff in the street. If you have a gun, either give it to Hamas or use it to kill a Jew.
Right.
Oh, we have somebody.
Yeah. It's make stupid people famous.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
what's going on?
How's it going, bud?
Good to see you. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, they've been planning. This attack on Israel was planned years in advance. The leader that Trump ordered the airstrike on, I can't, Soleimani, that guy from
Yeah,
Iran, he
Soleimani.
had something to do with the planning of that attack too, from what I understand.
Actually makes sense.
Right?
That makes complete sense.
I can't see what's going on over there. You want to click that, Caleb? The articles. Yeah, you can bring the. Oh, you got it. You got it up. Oh, we got another comment. No, I couldn't imagine living either on any side,
No. Not really. It doesn't.
especially even before this attack happened. Just living it
Right.
with the knowing that could happen at any moment. I mean, they've been attacking each other for decades. So
Right. And I think that's one thing that we can't really understand being in
No.
the United States because it's not something that would happen.
I mean, other than living in fear that somebody, some other person could be crazy and do
Right.
something to you. But it's different when it's coming from another nation, and that's just something we don't really see.
I stand. I said this in the previous podcast or one of them. I stand with the people of Israel and the people of Palestine. The political corruption is bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Just like Benjamin Netanyahu or like even the politicians of Iran, the Ayatollahs. They're all just corrupt.
They are, they all are globalists.
They're all puppets on
Mm-hmm.
the same thing.
All from the same strings. So we have some information about the October 7th attack. Just for people's information, I think this kind of is more of like a timeline. Oh no, this isn't. I did see a timeline the other day, which was pretty
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to find that again.
Where was that? I've seen that.
We didn't have it on the last stream, did we?
It may have been.
I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't really go over it all that
No,
much,
we
though.
just kind of breezed through it a little bit. This was saying that from a few sources that the attack on that music festival from Hamas was supposed to be pretty short.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly, it was supposed to be quick in and out. They weren't really supposed to gather more than like 50-ish. I think it says it in here somewhere, hostages, and they ended up taking like 1,500.
Oh no.
Oh no, they sent
It's
in
50.
1,500 fighters. They expected most of them to be killed, and they really lost only 100.
Mm.
It was supposed to be a tactical insertion, make a little bit of noise and go home. and they just wanted to inflict maximum embarrassment on Netanyahu.
For mass prisoner release. So probably Gaza prisoner.
Yeah, they wanted to
Yeah,
take a
Hamas
bunch of
prisoners.
take in some hostages, cause some mayhem, embarrass Netanyahu, and then make some sort of agreement for hostage exchange, and then maybe they wanted like more land, or I'm sure they wanted to get something out of it, and it ended up kind of backfiring on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, when that chaos starts to kick off, anything really could happen, and that's exactly what did happen.
There's some stuff you just can't plan for.
Right. 15 Thai workers were kidnapped.
The crazy thing is during that music festival, IDF was stationed right there.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them there. I think this might have said something about it. I think it might have been like a retweet
Okay.
underneath it, and
Yeah.
it's stupid that they don't just let you see the other retweets underneath, which is what I planned on doing for this. Like how this one has a whole nother post attached to it. I think this one was the same, and it doesn't show up. But it's just some information for anybody interested. Go ahead and save this. We also have the links down in the description if anybody needs to pull these up.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Keep getting caught on the mic. Yeah, it's so they didn't plan on taking any more than 20 to 30.
20 to
hostages.
30. Oh yeah, I see that here now. Yeah. 20 to 30 hostages was their plan, and they have several hundred or 1,000 or something. Not sure what the
I'm not sure how many.
they had, and they've released some since, and yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy.
Do you think it was supposed to be not as aggressive as it was? Maybe they planned it out differently.
I think that it didn't really go the way they wanted it to.
Like the Hamas fighters got
Got
overzealous.
overzealous, maybe overcommitted to their. I honestly, I don't even know.
That's
Did they want to hurt people like they did? It's hard saying.
Yeah.
But this definitely adds a different perspective, in my opinion.
Huh.
How about this next one we got? What do you think?
Oh, so the next one, where
Yeah.
that's the most dangerous amusement park in the world.
Right? I didn't even know this
No.
place existed until this happened.
Man self deletes himself in an amusement park.
Yeah, and he came prepared for a mass casualty event. He supposedly showed up with weapons and explosives, both fake and real, body armor, and a bunch of ammunition, all this stuff. He came prepared to hurt some people, and
Why would he off
self-deleted?
himself,
Yeah.
Why? It makes no sense.
So he self-deleted, and he was in a bathroom. Inscribed on the wall next to him, he wrote, "I am not a killer," before he took himself out.
There's only a couple of options here. Either the story is completely accurate, and he offed himself before he carried out the attack.
Yeah, maybe he realized, oh, what I'm doing is actually really bad. I can't live with this choice that I was about to make, so I gotta. Which is possible.
It's possible, but
I don't think that would be it.
most of the time, somebody in this type of psychotic state is not going to have a
A
realization.
rational,
Right.
yeah, rational thinking process.
Or there's just some random guy that they planted there and planted all this stuff just to get another news story out there to scare everybody.
Yep, get your tinfoil hats on.
Or he was caught in the act of it, getting prepared, and somebody
took him out and didn't say anything.
and didn't say anything.
I don't know. I don't think somebody would not
And-
say anything.
But is that why they wrote "I am not a killer"? Maybe that person wrote "I am not a killer" because they took the person out.
Maybe. I haven't heard anything about this since.
No, completely.
Probably
gone.
because of all the questions surrounding it. People are. I think a lot of people are starting to question everything, which is good. It's also
It's
not
so
good
weird,
because
though.
there's gonna be real stuff that comes out, and everybody's gonna be like, I don't know if I'm buying that one. But I mean,
Yeah, but you have to use your discernment, and even
exactly.
with the real stuff, you just have to look into it and figure out.
Yeah, when you've consumed enough stuff like information like this, it becomes easier to decide that's total bullshit, or hey, there could be some truth to that, or
Yeah,
But maybe this. I mean, this one kind of is weird to me.
yeah. Even if somebody came up with their own, even like the wrong conclusion, if they came up with it on their own and thought for themselves, I would rather that than somebody that's just brainwashed and just goes along with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I-
Yeah.
I'd rather them come up to the wrong conclusion on their own.
You think
Then
this
just
was
be-
MK Ultra? I could see that. I could. This is saying that he's 20 years old.
Does it give any, like, what's his background? What's this dude's background?
I haven't heard anything about his background. Other than I don't even know if there's his name anywhere, but he's supposedly 20 years old. He brought an AR style rifle, handgun, and explosives, and he was wearing body armor and tactical clothing, probably camouflage or something to that effect.
Yeah,
If it's multicam, I think it's safe to say he's a Fed.
he's a Fed. Yeah,
Multicam or for Feds.
100%. I think the only two options that the only two conclusions that I come to, is he was caught in the act of it and he was taken out by
someone was like, we can't have this happen, and took him out. But I just don't see a scenario where somebody would do that and not report it.
Yeah. Or he.
Somebody, I feel like anybody who takes out somebody who looks like, excuse you. I think that anybody that looks like they're gonna commit some mass shooting event or something along those lines, if you look like you're going to do it and someone takes them out, I feel like they would just instantly get
Report it,
yeah. I feel like they would instantly have some sort of like hero complex, like, oh, I just stopped a mass shooting. I got
look at me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe they didn't want that.
I don't think so. I think anybody who does it would be like the guy in well, I mean, I guess
Or was it a spook taking out another spook?
I don't know.
A clown taking out another clown?
Right.
Because there's still
If it
good
was like
people.
a-
There's still good people that are clowns.
That's true. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's either he was taken out or he was planted there.
Right. I think that's two options.
Those
That's
are the
it.
two only options. I am not buying the fact that he
He just
self-deleted.
willingly went and changed his mind at the last second.
I've watched my brother in a psychiatric break take a female officer and throw her off of him.
Mm.
And then the other officer was like, hey, you can't do that. And I'm surprised he didn't get shot because it could
Right.
have easily turned out that way.
Yeah.
But people in that psychotic break, they don't pay any attention to that.
Right.
They're not going to just off
One
themselves.
track mind.
It's
Yeah. Yeah. Tunnel vision on the current objective, and that I don't see where he would go into this bathroom and be like, I don't think I can do it.
yeah.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do some crazy stuff like that, and at the last minute you decide you're not going to, why wouldn't you turn yourself in at least?
Right.
Get yourself some help. I don't know. I know people struggle to ask for help, and when they're even if they're
And
not
there's a-
homicidal like this guy could have been. It definitely raises a lot of questions.
Yeah. But hey, if this whole story is true and he self-deleted before harming others.
Well, I mean
good.
that's good that nobody else had to get taken out because this dude's crazy. I personally, I think he was a plant. Why would there be so many of these like buzzwords? You know,
There's so many
Like-
buzzwords in the article.
yeah, AR-15, body armor, tactical clothing. Like it's got all this stuff that
Wait, go up.
the elite want to vilify.
Oh yeah, so that note on the
Yeah,
wall
here's
said,
the I'm not a killer.
I'm not a killer. I just want to get into the caves.
Oh, so maybe it is legit. But why would he off himself? Go to the caves then if that's what you're there for. But I mean, why did he bring explosives to go to the caves? Did he just not like the amusement park and he wanted to make it go bye-bye? I just have a lot of questions.
It's interesting.
Oh, so who's this? Oh, that's the sheriff. Lou Valerio
Valerio.
just
Hmm.
wanted to go into the caves. So it was the women's bathroom.
Yep.
Multiple improvised explosive devices were found in his vehicle.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're just making note to how much,
How much
He-
explosive
he brought
much
with
he
him.
had.
but they don't explicitly tell you. Like, was it an alarming amount, or was it just he had a few IEDs? You know, like little. I don't. I just don't see where his intentions are on
Yeah.
this. Cave tours. If you wanted to go into the caves, take a cave tour. I don't understand.
Right. Make stupid people famous. Did he in the back of the head?
Yeah, did he shoot himself in the back of the head?
self-delete. And
Right. Was there a note or anything? I don't know. Same thing with the main shooter.
the main shooter with the 2 taps.
Yeah, they were saying he supposedly Daily News or Daily Mail said that he supposedly had 2 gunshot wounds to the back of the, or not the back of, they said to the head. And
Yeah.
that you can't just double tap yourself in the head like that,
Right.
you know? I don't know. I want to see the body. Same with this one. I want to see the body.
Same. I'm just not buying it. It
No.
just doesn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
There's too many questions. Too many questions.
Too many. Yeah, I don't. I can't make any sense of this.
Yeah, it doesn't even say where he shot himself.
No. And did he do it in the bath? He had to have done it in the bathroom. That's where he was found.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do we know? Do you even know that there was anybody even found?
Right.
It's evidence.
want
Dude,
proof.
you're only going based off of a story.
Exactly.
No
I want
normal people are going to be there. It's going to be the police. They're going
Right.
to cordon off the area.
Yeah.
And
They
they're
found
gonna
him.
take everything.
I think they found him while the park was closed. I think he was found
Yeah.
by a janitor. How'd he get in?
Was he actually found by the janitor though?
Right. Was he found at all? Is this even real?
That's true. You could FOIA it. Actual evidence. I don't know how much a FOIA costs, but
Right.
I don't make that kind of money.
No, me neither.
I
And
wish
if
I did.
if I'm gonna FOIA anything, I'm gonna FOIA. I want as many people as possible to submit FOIA for the Epstein client
Black
list.
Book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Every time you talk about it, someone in
flight
the
log.
comments is like, "Oh, it's already released." No, it isn't.
Not all of it.
No, the flight logs released, not the black book.
Yeah, not all of it.
Yeah, if we're gonna Freedom of Information Act anybody, we need a lot of people just do it for that. I think we deserved it. No,
FOIA on everything that involves children.
Exactly.
harming of children. That's what I want, because all those people deserve to be hung
They do. Publicly.
publicly. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You can always Freedom of Information Act. What's behind that little? I can't see. Auto. Why does this have to be in the way?
Auto pay.
Auto pay.
Oh, you can always FOIA the auto pay.
Oh, autopsy. Okay, yeah.
I can't read it.
see
There's
it.
a heart in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, the autopsy report.
I think if we got a lot of people to do it, that would be sweet. So this next one we got, there's some information coming out about Anthony Fauci and a lab that he ran in Montana that experimented with coronavirus strains shipped from Wuhan. Just before a year before the pandemic happened. Go figure. Remember Rand Paul and his
Yeah.
the arguments he had with Fauci about gain of function research.
Yeah.
This right here is gain of function research.
Yeah.
And this guy lied about it repeatedly.
Well, the one thing that a lot of people are not aware of is what Fauci even like. This is the coronavirus. Look up what Anthony Fauci's play was, or what his role was when it came to the AIDS virus. Just put Anthony Fauci and AIDS virus. That's all you gotta do. There's a reason why AIDS came to the United States, and it was
This guy
Big-
right here.
a big part of this guy right here.
I hate this guy so much. Yeah. Imagine that your taxpayers' money was paying for this lab in Montana. Do you think the outbreak in the United States could have happened from this lab?
It's possible.
It is. I think it's probably more likely
not
that
very-
it was somebody traveling from another part of the world that had it.
The first person that had COVID in the United States wasn't far off from there.
From
'Cause-
Montana.
Yeah, because it was. I remember the place was called Evergreen, like an Evergreen nursing home,
Okay.
and I believe it was in either Washington or Oregon. One of those two states.
That kind of rings a bell.
Let's see, how many weather mod airplanes does Fauci own? He actually probably owns a lot. I have never
Yeah.
looked into it, but
I haven't either. How
Yeah,
many
the-
does Bill Gates probably own too, you know?
yeah, probably a lot. But you have a big correlation between NIH and UNESCO, which UNESCO, we've talked about that before.
Yep.
The weather modification has always been ran out of UNESCO with the Global Engineering Project. And that's a pretty well-known thing.
Yeah, they're open about it. So this is saying this strain of the virus was shipped from the Wuhan lab. The FBI believes caused the COVID pandemic. So they're saying it came directly from the lab in Wuhan and was tested on bats acquired from the roadside. Why do they say roadside like that? Maryland Zoo.
Roadside Maryland Zoo. Is that just like
That's
some
probably
person's
what. It's probably what this. Oh, it must be like a zoo on the side of the road.
just somebody has cages on the side of the road, just like, hey,
Yeah, it could be.
check out my bat.
This is such a shitty resolution image. Oh wow.
And his kid's out there running a lemonade stand.
Right.
Like, this is a street zoo.
What is this?
Oh,
What is this island?
New concerning viruses.
Okay.
Where is it? What island?
I don't know
is
what this island is. What is this? They're talking about rats. Taxpayer-funded animal experiments in China.
Oh, dude,
Nothing new there.
these labs are all over the place.
Yeah,
There's
all
some
over
in
the place.
Ukraine. There's
Yep.
some in Taiwan.
Yep.
There's some in Wuhan
Mhm.
and all over in China. There's some in
Maybe this is Taiwan. I'm not good with my geography.
There's some in South Korea.
Yep.
And they're all funded by NIH.
Yep. And your tax dollars.
Yep. And your tax dollars.
So here's a breakdown of how much was spent in these individual labs.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that should piss people off the most is the fact that it was
You're funding it.
Your tax dollars created COVID.
Mm-hmm. And then when people pointed that out, like people like you and I pointed it out, they were pointed and laughed at and called stupid names that are irrelevant to even what was being talked about.
Right. Yeah, they're called crazy.
Here's how much you spent right here.
Or $3 million.
Oh, it was a grant, but I mean it's your money.
Still taxpayer money.
Yeah. And then Dr. Fauci decided to lie about all of it.
Yeah.
These must be the bats from that roadside zoo.
All right. They just got just bats in a cage on the side of the road.
It's yeah, look at it. They're disgusting looking.
Yeah.
A lot of photos.
Dude, I kind of want one of those suits.
I know, right? It'd be nice for like if you pump cold air into it and just have an air conditioned suit and running around like. It'd be fun.
Me and Caleb would just run into each other.
Yeah, like those giant balls that you can get in and just yeah. These images are so terrible. I don't know if it's just because it's blown up or
I don't know. Yeah, and I'll make stupid people famous. I'll have to look into his ancestry. I'm not sure about as far as when it comes to the Spanish flu.
right.
Anthony Fauci's. I know he's part of that elite families.
Yeah,
So I would
Not
guarantee
surprising
that
there.
his family played a part in that.
right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And all these people are connected.
Oh, dude.
They're all connected in one way.
Anytime something comes out, it's like you could look at it like a mass shooting and you'd be like, oh, hey, that police captain was there at the Las Vegas shooting.
Right. Speaking of mass shootings, Caleb, I'm gonna drop something in the Discord if you want to pull it up.
But they're always
I was sent this picture the other day. It's pretty wild. You might have seen it. Since we talked about this guy last stream. Remember we talked about Adam Lanza?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that one up, Caleb. It should be in the Discord. Go to the left. To the merchant. Yeah, there you go. That one. Pull that one up.
Does this have anything to do with his death certificate?
Just pull up the picture
Oh, dude.
if you can. Just the picture. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of small, but
Wait a minute.
yeah. Here's a picture of Adam Lanza and David Hogg. They look identical. Anybody who doesn't know who David Hogg is, he was at the school in Florida, the Parkland
That's really
Parkland
interesting.
shooting. What was that? 2019.
Yeah, Parkland.
And
Well,
ever since then, he's been all over social media trying to push gun bans and all this stuff.
confiscation,
Yeah,
all that shit. Dude, that's really interesting.
look at that. It could be a doctored image,
It could
but
be.
I mean, I
That's
don't know.
that's
Yeah, it's
interesting.
pretty crazy looking.
Yeah, though I don't remember if we mentioned that on stream. I think it was just me and you talking about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, Adam
But-
Lanza is the he's the what school was that? Sandy Hook shooter.
Sandy Hook, yeah. So the really crazy thing is if you look up Adam Lanza's death certificate, that's what I was showing you, his death certificate.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
his death certificate
Was
is
the
when
day
he-
before the shooting even took place.
Yep, was December 13th. The shooting took place December 14th. That's his death certificate.
Yeah, we probably don't want to touch too much on this because I mean,
Yeah.
Alex Jones had to pay $1 billion. To
Oh
the
no,
fa-
this stuff definitely happened.
I know.
There was
I'm just
innocent,
saying.
yeah, there's innocent children that died.
Yeah,
But as far as Adam Lanza, I don't know.
right,
I don't know what happened.
right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild looking though. Someone sent me that the other day.
Yeah, Sandy Hook interviewed.
What about him?
There's a person that was in one of the interviews, one of the witnesses, the eyewitnesses that died. I think there was actually a couple of them. I'm not sure.
Recently.
No, like right after.
Oh, right after.
Yeah. There's so
Something
much
real
fishy.
quick here.
So much fishy stuff with that one. Though.
Yeah, a lot of fishy stuff on that one. Something quick here is breaking as of it's like
149.
1:00 today. Yeah, 1:50 today.
Oh, that
No, that was yesterday. Supreme Court will rule on federal ban on rapid fire, whatever that's supposed to mean, bump stocks. And then of course they added in used in the Las Vegas shooting. That's not true. Those were belt-fed weapons they used.
They are 100%.
Yeah.
Belt-fed.
Yeah,
They don't sound
100%.
like bump stock.
No, that is a 240.
Yeah.
There's a 240 Bravo. You can't convince me otherwise. But anything to push gun legislation. That's what this is. Hopefully, the Supreme Court says, yeah, that's unconstitutional, and you get to put a piece of plastic on your weapon.
The Supreme Court, last I knew, they've made some pretty good judgments towards the Second
Yeah, they
Amendment.
have. It's been a good year for, well, I wouldn't say 100% because
No.
of the pistol brace and all that stuff, but
Well, that's
we've
still-
had some pretty good rulings lately that lean more towards the Second Amendment. That
Yeah. The pistol. There's some of the pistol brace court cases got thrown out because of
Yeah.
merit issues.
Yep.
But there's still some pistol brace cases that are waiting.
Oh, it's going to be a long battle on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a little piece of information. We should be seeing something about bump stocks pretty soon.
Yep.
Hopefully they're like, yeah, this is a non-issue.
Same with the trigger. There's that trigger company that came
Yeah,
out.
the force reset triggers. Yeah, people got their house raided over those.
I want one. They're pretty sweet.
They are pretty cool. You can 3D print them.
Can you?
I don't answer questions.
What? I didn't say nothing. Nope.
Speaking of 3D printing, New York recently is trying to pass a bill that makes it so you have to go through a federal background check to buy a 3D printer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
A
All
federal-
because people are printing guns. But I mean, what people don't realize when it comes to 3D printing, you can 3D print a gun, and you can shoot it. I've printed Glock grips. I've never assembled one and used it, but you can do it. It takes a lot of meticulous work on your machine to make sure it's gonna be able to print that object that you need and withstand the forces that it's being put upon. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not like you can just push go, walk away, come back, and you got a gun. It's not like that. It's a lot of work. It's a hobby.
It's a lot of knowledge.
People aren't just making these things because they want an untraceable firearm. They're doing it
Right.
because it's a hobby.
Well, the crazy thing is you'll never be able to stop that.
No.
I've seen a documentary before.
And it's fully legal.
Yeah, it's fully
I wanna
legal.
ma- I wanna
For
make that
personal-
abundantly clear.
For personal use, you can make a firearm
Yeah.
that does not have a serial number.
Yeah, for your own
For
use.
your
Yeah.
own personal. You
It
can't
is
sell it.
100% legal.
You can't sell it.
No,
But you can make it for yourself.
unless you serialize it. You can serialize
Unless you
it. and-
serialize it.
Yeah.
But you have to have an FFL for that.
Exactly.
However, down in so I seen a documentary down. It's like either Brazil or Argentina, one of those areas. Dude, they hand make 1911s. Like they don't use a whole lot of tools, like a doll or a Dremel, and they like hand make them, and they'll make a fully usable 1911. There's no way to stop it.
No, there isn't.
I could take a tube, like a galvanized steel tube.
Make a shotgun, slam
Make a
fire
shotgun.
shotgun.
Yeah.
It's legal. It's legal all day long in the United States.
Yep.
In all 50 states.
And-
I'm pretty sure all 50 states.
And even if you try to make it illegal, there's no way to stop it.
No.
There's just not.
You can make them. You can make it out. Just if you can put a cartridge into a barrel of
Mhm.
whatever sort you want, and you can strike the primer somehow, you got a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way to stop it.
No. Same with people getting illegal guns. There's no way to. People
Well,
are just
even
gonna
if-
do it.
Even if you took away,
But the thing about the 3D printing is, plain and simple, it's a hobby. There really aren't people out there doing it maliciously,
yeah,
and leave it up to the government to get in the way.
Yeah.
People just trying to enjoy their lives the way they wish to.
right. Just leave people alone.
Yeah.
Just the government's not supposed to be this big. It's supposed to be as small as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Always wanted to build a backpack laser rifle. That'd be cool. Like
What is a backpack laser rifle?
I don't know what that is either, but it sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
It'd be cool to like a Fallout 4 kind of laser gun, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
How do you go about building something? You don't have to go into complete detail. I just don't know
Build
the breakdowns on that.
Backpack laser rifle.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Just pull it out.
Is the backpack like the power source and you're holding the laser? I don't understand how that works.
Oh, that would make sense. Like
Yeah.
just so you have enough power.
I don't even know what kind of power a laser rifle would take. That's
I mean,
insane.
I know they have lasers strong enough to destroy stuff that way,
Right.
but I don't know how you do that and carry it out as a you're walking around looking like a Ghostbuster.
I know,
Gonna
right?
call.
Yeah. That's pretty much what that is, I'd imagine.
It's
Yeah,
like,
so
Ghostbuster.
yeah, right. Just don't cross streams. So the Blaze Media, sorry. We got some stuff about the lady who
Crazy lady on the plane.
yeah, the crazy lady on a plane. That motherfucker's not real, lady. If you don't know who this is, you got to crawl out from under your rock, man. This lady was pretty wild, but she's saying like she actually didn't see anything. Like it was just like a metaphor. I don't know how to feel about it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's saying that she didn't actually see anybody. She just had like a disagreement with somebody, and it went down the way it went down. It's weird to me.
I just had a disagree. Wait,
Yeah,
So
I
she's
had a
just like-
disagreement.
but she said that motherfucker's not real.
Yeah, and she said if you all want to die on this plane, or something like that. So this is her being interviewed on a podcast. Pardon my take podcast. I'm not familiar with that podcast.
Yeah, that makes sense right
assuming-
there. Looking like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
A
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
supercharged battery pack. Oh yeah, that'd be sweet. I want one.
Same.
How much you charging?
Right? That'd be cooler than a flamethrower.
Yeah.
She
was-
sounded like she was drunk.
She did
yeah.
sound like she was drunk. Yeah.
On this podcast? Okay.
I was just drunk.
Yeah, it sounds like they kind of argued with her with what she said, and she was saying that's not what she meant.
It was an expression of speech.
Yeah, an expression of speech. I don't know that if you're saying that somebody is not real, and that they're gonna do something on the plane, like here she says, you can sit on this plane and fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to. What do you mean by that? If none of it was actually legit, what did you mean by that? And how is she? I don't know.
See what happens. See what happens after this. See what happens. See what the fucking what?
$1 million. That's what you'd be charging for it. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's out of my price range.
way out of my price range. I'll get back to you. someday,
Yeah.
maybe. But that'd be sweet. I want one.
Yeah, she was saying stop the plane, stop the plane. I need to get off this fucking plane. Like if you're on an airplane and you're hollering stop it, that's illegal, isn't it? Like you could be charged for.
I mean,
I'm not really sure how that works, but
I'm not
I mean
sure.
they take that kind of stuff really seriously.
well, ever since the Patriot
9/11,
Act, yeah.
Yeah, the Patriot Act.
Yeah, they don't really put up with that kind of stuff.
Oh, this is from the podcast. I'm not going to play that, but the link's in the description if anybody wants to see it. I thought this was pretty interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
38
I want to
year
know what she was going through in that moment. You know, like was she seeing things because she was intoxicated, or
right.
I don't know. What was she arguing with this guy about? They had a disagreement of some sort. A lot of it was pretty weird. Was it just a thing to make a viral moment? Was it a psyop? I think it was a psyop. Honestly, there was a lot going on in the news at that time, and then this came out of nowhere and was everywhere.
Right. I think
Yeah,
it was
a
possibly
psyop.
a psyop.
And she didn't even reveal herself for a long time. Although I think in here she talks about how embarrassed she was by it.
Yeah,
it was, like,
she said it was really cringy.
Yeah. Which she's not wrong.
I get
it was cringy as fuck.
Yeah. It was really cringy. At the same time, though, like, when I've heard her speak before, I don't know if it was this podcast or not, but I heard her speak somewhere when she came out, that she's like, I believe she talks like that new age type talk.
Yeah. But she's 38, and she's trying
Yeah.
to. She talks like she's 18.
Yeah. She talks like she's like 18.
Yeah. She's apparently like a marketing executive somewhere, and recently she's had a Twitter that's blown up, and she's monetizing this. She's almost like the new Catch Me Outside.
Oh, God.
Oh, geez. We don't need more people like that, but it's pretty much, it seems like.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Exactly. It seems like she's kind of using this to monetize herself on Twitter, and
Makes sense.
It does, but I
think
don't know.
it's a
I
psyop.
still think it was a psyop.
I think it's 100% a psyop. And Cincinnati, huh?
Yeah, I think this is.
Out killed, 5 others wounded in Cincinnati shooting.
This was yesterday. Nope, today.
Yeah. An 11-year-old was killed after 5 others wounded in a shooting in Cincinnati, Ohio on Friday night.
Oh, Friday night. Okay. This article is today. Right? Today's the 4th.
I'm going to guess a kid was playing with a firearm when he shouldn't have. No. 1 person, a male, dead at the scene. 5 others were rushed to the hospital.
I think I pulled this one up because it was one of those what we talked about earlier that was a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this
is
was
just-
the one. Yeah, it was Ohio. Cincinnati, that makes sense. Yeah, this they were reporting on Twitter as a mass shooting, and it sounds to me like it was an accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 people were shot in one incident. I'm trying to look at what happened.
Not an accident.
It's not an accident.
I don't think so.
See, right there, the fact that it said there is no indication of an
Yeah.
ongoing threat. It was between these 5 kids
Yeah,
or 6 kids,
maybe there was a disagreement.
or there was a kid that was having a sleepover and he was like, "Hey, check
this out." Yeah,
My dad has this firearm."
that happens actually a lot more than what people realize. And
Yeah,
if you have children, just keep your firearms
Teach
locked
'em.
up and teach them
keep them
firearm
locked up
safety.
and teach them firearm safety all the time. Teach them how to clear a weapon. Teach them how to disassemble a weapon. Teach them everything about that weapon.
Yep. Teach them how to
So-
check to see if it's loaded. You know,
Yep.
keeping it pointed in a safe direction, and
You take away that
Treat every-
curiosity.
yeah,
they will never touch it
Right.
because they will understand how dangerous it is
Yep.
and how to operate it.
Mm-hmm.
So if
That's
they,
how I learned.
yeah. So if they go over to a friend's house and their friend comes out like, "Hey, check this out. My dad has this," then your kid can know exactly what it is. Be like, "Okay, put it down, grab it, clear it,
Yeah.
make sure it's safe."
They do need to know
Get it
that
put away.
that they shouldn't be doing that either. Like, hey, check this
So,
out. You know, that's
Yeah.
we do it,
Yeah.
but we're also adults. And
Right. But I think like because you can't teach other adults' kids.
Yeah.
Like those adults
Right.
need to teach their kids what to
Mhm.
do. So if your kid is going over to a friend's house and their friend is like, "Hey, check out what my dad has," and your kid is like, "Hey, put that down.
Right. Yeah. You shouldn't
Let
be
me s-
playing with that, or
Let me see it."
Yeah. Let me
clear
make sure
it.
it's safe. Yeah. Yeah.
My sons know.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I think that it's possible that's what this was an accident. Someone
Yeah,
got
that
hold
stuff
of it.
happens all the time.
Oh, we got a comment. First
Yeah,
gun
first-
at 4.
Yep.
First shotgun at 7. Nice.
Rifle 10, pistol 12.
Yeah.
Always train your kids.
Always.
It's very important. Yeah, I was very, very
And not
young,
just
too.
not just with firearms.
Yeah.
You should teach your kids safety in all aspects.
In all aspects, yeah. You know, I grew up on a farm, dude. That's like hunting, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just got to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
Takes away the curiosity, and then they understand how dangerous they are. They understand the aspects of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the next one we have, there's in Nevada, I think it was, or no, this was Utah. This one was Utah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's
look
a
at
big
this.
truck.
Yeah. This truck I guess lost its brakes and slammed into this auto mall. And taking out 33 vehicles and injuring 11 people.
Chaos everywhere. It was insane.
New video of a runaway semi
Look
as
at it
it
go.
leaves a trail of destruction
It all just happened so fast.
along Main Street in Tooele.
Went to those cars that are
Wait,
flipped
was there a
over and
person,
looked
like,
smashed to
outside
make
the
sure
car?
they were
Like,
clear
standing
or
right there? If you go to the
alive or
back to the beginning of
alive or just chaos everywhere. It was insane.
New video of a runaway
Oh, yeah, look at 'em
semi
go.
as it
Oh, I
leaves a
see.
trail of destruction
I think
all
it was
just
a
happened so
pole.
fast.
Oh, okay.
along Main Street in Tooele.
Went to those cars that are flipped over and looked smashed to make sure they were clear or alive or needed to be pulled out.
Crashing into dozens of cars
So scary, that semi coming at you that
bet.
fast.
That would be
like I said,
terrifying.
I closed my eyes and said my prayers.
before slamming
I
into a
would've
car
closed my eyes and
dealership
said my
and
prayers.
bursting into flames.
Other cars started exploding. It was pandemonium.
A shocking scene, now clear as the investigation begins.
It's going to be several days before we can
Wow.
get this all sorted out.
That must have been on fire.
New at 10 dash cam video captures the moment that semi hit several cars as it was speeding out of control down the main
long
street
video.
in Tooele.
Maybe a mirror is flying through the intersection. A person runs across the street there. The big rig with a full load of gravel then slams
Could you
into
imagine being that person running across the street? He's like,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah,
like, oh, fuck.
that would not be fun, man. That just watching that thing come like basically directly at the camera, man, that would
Right.
be terrifying.
Well, you know that stuff, like, because like the adrenaline that kicks in, then that shit's in slow mo. So you're like,
Yeah,
no.
that'd be terrifying, man.
You're just like,
Uh oh,
is there a bat?
you're right. So the next one we got here, this was a couple days ago. Someone tried bum rushing the nuclear plant in Carolina. I think this was North Carolina, South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
And they attempted to bum rush it with their car and was stopped. What were they doing? Tried to
what's
crash through the
purpose?
exit. They got stopped by like the pillars that come up out of the road.
Yeah.
You got stopped by those, the barrier things.
What's the
They had
purpose
an
of that?
Arkansas license plate. Yeah, what were they trying to do?
Damn people from
There's a lot of crazy
Arkansas.
people out and about these days.
Yeah. Arkansas.
It's happened around 8 p.m. On what day was this? The article's from yesterday.
So
I want to say it was Thursday.
Said he tried to drive and hit the guards.
Yeah.
Same car showed up an hour before trying to crash the gate, and the driver was asked to leave.
That's it? You tried to bum rush this place, and they're just like, you got to go, man. Not arresting him or question
Right.
what he was trying to do.
66-year-old Arkansas man. Huh.
No evidence of domestic terrorism.
Well, that's the problem right there. He's driving a damn Toyota Camry.
Right.
Just kidding. Toyotas make some good cars.
They do make good cars. Aren't they? They're rated #1 reliable vehicle and
Yeah, they're
something
pretty,
like that.
They're really dependable.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
But this is weird.
But what for? What was he trying to accomplish?
Right. What's the purpose of this?
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna go hit, like you're hoping for a nuclear meltdown.
Right. From you slamming your car. I don't know. What is happening? Why are people doing crazy stuff like this? Or like the dude in Colorado at the amusement park.
Awesome.
Oh, here's
Have a good
another one.
exercise, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exercise your wounded leg. Yeah, get some exercise.
Heal up, man.
Heal up. Hopefully have a wonderful night. Talk to
Thanks
you
for
later.
stopping by.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to share too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I just don't know. I don't know why he would try and run the power plant. It doesn't make sense.
No. Here's an article from today.
Attempted murder, malicious injury to personal property, unlawful entry to an enclosed place relating to Thursday night.
Oh, so it was Thursday night.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
It's nut jobs, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
And this doesn't say he had any weapons or anything
mm-mm.
other than his car that we know of. But he was arrested
Y'all
and
crazy people out there need to chill.
Yeah, everybody just needs to like
Just-
woo-saw, man. Jeez.
Just take a deep breath. Go outside, get some fresh air. Breathe
Yeah,
in.
through the nose, out through the mouth.
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Yeah, and just do that
Just
all
take
day
a
long.
deep
Just
breath.
chill.
Just fucking relax.
Right. Here's one. Another vehicle incident in Hollywood.
Oh, brilliant.
This is a from Alan Ruck. If you don't know who he is, Caleb, could you type in Alan Ruck?
I don't know. who
This
that
guy is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's the dude that wore the Red Wings jersey.
Oh yeah.
This
okay.
guy.
This guy.
Yeah. This is him now. Look at him.
That's why I didn't
He doesn't
recognize.
look much different,
I don't
but
know.
just the gray hair. I mean, he's a lot older. Anyways, so this was him in Hollywood the other day. Slammed his Rivian into a few cars and then into a pizza place. And I think there's a video of it.
I'm gonna take a guess and say he was probably.
What's the best part
Intoxicated,
of EMS?
probably.
Everything is the best part of EMS. For me,
We have learned the identity of the driver whose out-of-control pickup truck hit
Oh,
several
look at him go,
cars and
man.
ended up inside a popular Hollywood pizzeria. Alan Ruck of Succession and Ferris Bueller fame was reportedly behind the wheel. Police are investigating the crash that left at least 2 people hurt.
It was set off when Ruck's all-electric vehicle appeared to suddenly lurch out of control at La Brea and Hollywood Boulevard. KTLA's Chris Wolf joins us live from the scene,
Yeah, he was
where
definitely
he spoke
drunk.
with witnesses.
Yeah.
Chris.
I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I certainly
Right.
did. Mike,
It does seem that way. The way he just like.
Alan Ruck of Succession, identity of the driver whose out-of-control
at that
pickup
thing.
truck hit several cars.
He was
and
probably
ended
going
up
like 40.
inside a popular Hollywood pizzeria.
Slammed into a
Alan
couple
Ruck
cars.
of
I mean, there
Succession
could have
and
been some
Ferris-
type of mechanical failure.
It could have been.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But the way those electric cars, I don't know if the Rivians do the same thing as like the Teslas, like with the brake.
Yeah, they pretty much all do.
So I mean, as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's
Yeah,
just,
you're regenerating power that way. I don't know. Unless maybe he just got it and was
right.
like, I don't whiskey throttled it. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, this was on Tuesday.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's a Hollywood actor.
You don't hear much about him though.
No, he's pretty quiet.
Yeah. At least one person was hospitalized. 30-year-old person.
Interesting.
I'm not seeing like any damaged holes or anything like that.
But I think you're gonna see more.
Oh,
of
here's
this-
another video of it.
I think you're gonna see more Hollywood actors start to like go
Downhill.
like spiral downhill.
Yeah.
Because you look at like Matthew Perry. Like, I love watching Friends. Friends is an amazing show.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah, but like he just completely drowned in his hot tub.
Yeah.
And like
there was a bunch of conspiracies about it, and it seems like a lot of it was apparently people who knew him after hearing the controversies and the conspiracies about him,
right?
People he knew were saying, yeah, he wasn't crying for help like what people are saying about him.
No,
I don't know. Could be.
He was
the weird correlations though about him and the Batman thing is really
that's really
it was pretty weird.
That is really weird.
But I guess his friends all have been
Batman.
claiming that it is nothing. I don't know.
Well, that came from Friends, the Batman.
Did it?
Yeah.
I'm not a Friends watcher, so.
I think I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
How's our stream doing, Caleb?
It's
Is it
orange.
orange.
Yeah, it's orange. I
Yeah.
can see it from here.
Ooh.
Let me close some of these. This probably could be. I'll just close some articles. I'm sure that's not helping.
Where we're at.
See if this plays a little better now. Might not. No.
It might be just.
Looks like
that.
it's just gonna be like fire trucks and stuff cleaning
Yeah.
up. It's pretty wild though. He just slammed that thing through the red light and into the building.
Dude, that's a lot of weight too.
It is. What did it say? It was like 7,500 pound vehicle.
Yeah, I mean that's the truck. so
That's
they
a
have
heavy vehicle. Yeah. I've seen it somewhere. Oh, right here.
7,000.
7,100 pounds. That's a heavy truck.
That's a lot of mass.
Yeah. Some of these I pulled up.
This is crazy.
Earlier. Yeah. I might not.
The Nvidia stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember this one.
Yeah.
Okay, you can pull this up, Caleb.
This is the AI.
The AI floating island.
Absolutely insane.
Will be equipped with over 10,000 NVIDIA H100
It's playing
GPUs
in the middle,
per
but we'll just let it
platform,
let
cooled
it
by
go.
using deep-sea currents and powered by both solar and steam and gas turbines. The complex will come equipped with its own nation-state military force, as well as defenses such as electronic jamming equipment, optical and thermal camouflage, and aerial surveillance. So, what's your opinion of this massive complex?
This is so terrifying.
Yeah.
Because they're independent of any country's
They're
laws.
in
or
international
regulations.
waters, yeah. And they're operating this AI platform. No idea what its purpose is. But the thing is stuffed with 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs and is self-powered by like turbines, solar, and like you said, gas generators and stuff.
Did you know that there's about
This thing has got to be power hungry.
with over 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs that could be considered a sovereign nation? Meet the Blue Sea Frontier Compute Cluster, a concept proposed by a company named AR Corp. The goal is a massive floating computer that can sit in international waters, move anywhere in the world, and will be used to deploy the next generation of large-scale AI models, free from government regulation. The call comes from the Biden administration's recent AI executive order and the EU's...
That was just a few days ago.
It's terrifying.
So that means they've been developing this thing for a while, way before Biden even signed this executive order. And they're saying that he signed this to keep you safe. Okay.
AI Act aimed at centralizing AI control under the guise of safety. The compute cluster will be equipped with over 10,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs per platform, cooled by using deep-sea currents and powered by both solar and steam and gas turbines. The complex will come equipped with its own nation-state military force, as well as defenses such as electronic jamming equipment, optical and thermal camouflage, and aerial surveillance. So, what's your opinion of this massive complex? Did you know...
What do you think the odds that this security detail and any part of this thing is paid for by your taxes?
Well,
it's
100%.
100%.
100% paid for by our taxes.
Yeah.
It's gonna. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's gonna be funded by our tax money. Like, it's
all you can do is laugh about this stuff anymore.
It's really like you're working, and then out of your wages comes your taxes. Those tax monies, or that tax money that is taken out of your check, is what's going to put you in your grave.
Mm-hmm.
That is the stupidest thing. Oh, God.
Yeah. And all of it makes me angry.
The shit is crazy.
It's super crazy. What is the purpose of this AI platform, really? Like, what is its job? What is it?
I don't know. Is it going to be like a central hub for all AI robotics? Like, are we going to have humanoid robots that are all centrally controlled by this AI command center
in international waters?
It's in international waters with no regulations.
Is this a floating Skynet?
Ooh.
Oh, that's wild.
That sounds so dangerous.
It does. I don't remember what this next one was. Oh,
looks like
I think this is talking about
an attack on an American ship.
Yeah, the USS Liberty. Yep. I think that's what this video is.
Attacked the U.S. military. What? Killing 34 American crew in
in
international waters. Case of mistaken identity, or just
67.
another ploy between the U.S. and Israel to draw America into yet another forever war. The Liberty was ordered to steer clear of Egyptian waters, but no one told the crew. The captain's request for protection from a naval
This is what got us into the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Who needs protection? Israel planes ID'd the ship as American, not Egyptian. They attacked anyway, following orders, blasting the ship with torpedoes, bullets, and napalm, and even targeting the lifeboats. Israel came prepared. They jammed the radio, but one brave sailor rigged an antenna and got it functioning, and he made an SOS call. The 6th Fleet was then dispatched, but Washington then recalled the rescue. The only person jailed for this accident was an Israeli fighter pilot who
Gulf of
refused to
Tonkin
fire on the American
attack.
ship. Can you say false flag? In 19...
Whoops. Yeah, that was what got us into Gulf and Tonkin. That's what got us into Vietnam right there.
Mm-hmm.
Was where the Israel ships or the Israel planes attacked the USS Liberty, and then they blamed it on Vietnam.
It's also the only U.S. naval ship that's been sunken by another nation since World War II.
Yeah.
And it was sunken by an ally on purpose.
And
the only person who was jailed or punished it in any way for it was somebody who refused to pull the trigger.
Yeah. And it's not the only war that Israel had their hand on in getting us into war.
Mm-hmm.
A wonder if Mossad had anything to do with 9/11.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
They openly, on a radio show in Israel, they openly said that they were there to watch the whole situation go down, so they knew beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Not surprising. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know about the USS Liberty.
No, nope. And that right there, the USS Liberty, that's completely declassified.
Yeah,
Like that's an open. You can go find.
you can look it up. Yeah. When we sent the carrier strike group out to the Mediterranean, excuse me.
The two carrier strike groups.
Well, when the first one went there, this was the first thing that came to my head.
Oh, Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah, the first thing that came into my head was the USS Liberty. I was like, oh, let's see if that happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely during 9/11 they had the thermite in the basement. That's openly.
Oh yeah,
that was openly, like when they did studies on it. There's thermite down in the. That's why
that's what the next one is. I think that we have is talking about 9/11.
Oh, do we have a 9/11 one?
I think we do.
Oh, nice.
We'll have to let this video start back over again. Yeah. This is. Yeah, we'll let it start over.
Yeah, it's got to run all the way through, and then. Oh yeah, it's about Bin Laden's family.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was detonated from the inside, and a lot of people on the ground that day reported hearing it too.
Yeah, well,
firefighters and like everybody that was there was like, yeah, there were multiple explosions.
Yep, some of the firefighters that survived, like in like right while they're on the street, like being asked what happened, they felt the explosions.
Yeah, you could feel. Yeah, they were saying you could feel the concussion, hear the booms.
Yeah.
Definitely, pretty shady.
Al-Qaeda's role in all this was.
I think Al-Qaeda is made up. The FBI came out, I believe it was 2006, and actually said, this is verifiable, I had no concrete evidence linking Osama bin Laden with 9/11. Osama bin Laden.
He was a CIA asset
worked
anyway.
For the Central
Timothy Osman.
Oh, there, he says it right here.
In Afghanistan. He helped us fight the Russians when they were in Afghanistan.
And we fund the Mujahideen.
CIA helped orchestrate 9/11. It was their plan. George Bush's father was having lunch with Osama bin Laden's brother or cousin that day or the day before 9/11. So there's some business dealings going on that they don't even talk about. Another fact.
Who is this guy? Do you know who this is?
After 9/11, they shut down air traffic for a few days. No planes were allowed to fly. The only plane that was allowed to fly was bin Laden's family. They put them on government jets and flew them out of the country. They let them go. They set up bin Laden to take the fall for this.
Absolutely. And
The
then
dude
they
looks
killed him.
familiar, but I can't remember what his
He
name
does.
is.
I can't
He's
think
a
of his name.
general.
Look at this huge patch on his shoulder here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a firefighter. Look at this
Oh,
badge.
he is a firefighter. Okay.
He must be like a chief or something.
He looks familiar though.
He does.
But yeah, the Bush family, the Bin Laden family have a really long tie together with dealings with oil. There's so much stuff with 9/11.
Yeah, and it's all open information. You can Google it all. There's so much connection between these people.
The fact that like during the whole when Bush was at the school and with the words that he had the kids reading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was like plane, tower, or plane building, something like that.
Oh, the weird little book reading thing that he was doing when he found out about the second plane.
Yeah.
Which I think there was some other videos I had saved somewhere that from people on the ground that day that I didn't see a second plane.
Yeah.
Like there was no second plane. According to a lot of people, if you saw it on TV, you saw the plane, but was it added? Especially because a lot of footage shows it as like a black. It looks like a black airplane, and there are none.
Yeah.
There are no black commercial airline.
I have
All Elites TV show.
I have seen with my own eyes. Yeah, All the Elites TV show. It really was.
Yeah.
It really was basically that for them, except for real people died.
Right.
But it is their TV show because they don't give a crap about real
Right.
people.
It brings them excitement.
It brings them excitement. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the stuff that happens that somehow on the dark web or something like that, they are fucking betting on everything. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I have seen one black plane that was similar to that.
Really?
That was during 9/11, and my ex-wife's father seen it with me. Her father is not a conspiracy theorist. Doesn't believe any of that crap. Anytime that I would bring up anything about 9/11 or anything, it would always be an argument between us.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds right, yeah.
Now, we both seen this plane at the same time because the power of the house shut off. I told you about this story before. Power of the house shut off, and all of a sudden we see this black plane just cruising over, completely silent. And we could watch the neighbors while it was going.
What? That's wild.
All the power goes out, and he, like, when I talked to him about it, he's like, what the fuck was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. It was a black plane, and it was completely silent going over the house.
And the power was just like cutting off as it went. That's crazy.
I'm like, what the?
Huh.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Wow.
But it was like, he's somebody that you've had those people. We start talking about somebody and they're just completely closed off.
Openly just deny it.
And it causes like a huge argument. You're like, okay.
Yeah, that's
That's how
when
he
you're usually
was.
okay. That's enough of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he is.
Okay.
And when we both seen it at the same time, he's like, what?
When was this? How long ago would you say?
Probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, maybe longer than that, actually. Hold on. 10 years ago.
Wow.
9 or 10 years ago, yeah.
Speaking of weird stuff, have you ever seen anything like this next one we got here? Check this out.
I have not.
No.
Sarah, get out here. I've got 2 different angles of this. What is that?
What is that?
Right?
It's like perfectly.
Well, it comes down as one object, and then it splits into 4, and they all go like different directions.
Sarah, get out here.
Dude, this reminds me of the movie Battleship.
I never watched it.
Oh, it was stupid. Horrible acting. It has Rihanna in it.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I never watched the movie though. I think this was in Los Angeles. I want to say it said at the beginning.
What
the hell?
Huh.
There's the second angle he said he's got.
Have you seen this, dude?
That comment says sky. The comment on Instagram says skydivers with flares. That's
That could be, but it
possible.
does come down as like one. When it starts over, you'll see. But yeah, the way they kind of move horizontal and like almost spiral, that's usually how like skydivers.
I've never
These
seen
were seen over San Diego last night.
Oh, San Diego.
I've got 2 different angles of this.
I don't know. The streaks on them are really long. I don't
Yeah.
think that's a flare. Like
Yeah,
I
it
feel
doesn't
like
look like a flare.
because it seems like it's pretty far away. I feel like those the streams behind them would be shorter if it was a flare.
Right. It's interesting because the way they come down, it's like they come down, and then they like kind of like they're going fast, and then it slows down.
Yeah.
And then they do that.
Th-
Spiral.
yeah, they kind of level out, and it could be skydivers. I don't the trail behind the flare. If it's a flare, it seems to be too long.
Yeah. Especially if like right now, I would say that they had their parachutes out, right? Because they would be fully deployed with their parachutes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
No,
that doesn't
I feel like
add up.
you'd see it. You'd see parachutes maybe, although it is kind of dark. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird. Rocket suit divers from high altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
Those are
Yeah.
spaceships, dude.
What's that? Oh, wingsuits.
Wingsuits,
Yeah,
yeah.
could be. It looks weird though.
Hey, Caleb, let's go skydiving.
I'd go.
You want to go?
I'd go.
I want to go. There's a place
I
I
would
was looking
go.
up. How much was it that I sent to you? Like 179 per person.
Yeah, I think the average is around $200.
It was like 179.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the average is around $200.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to go.
Same.
Oh,
I've never done it. I always wanted to.
Same.
And I do wish when I was in the Army, I wish I would have went to airborne school, but I didn't.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
It would have been cool. But I mean, airborne is wear and tear on your body big time.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, my back's jacked up from an IED blast, but
Right.
at least I have just that instead of blown out knees and everything else too, and ankles and
That's very true.
yeah. I do wish I had the experience, but whatever.
Yeah. I've never
Can always go
jumped out of
skydiving in the private sector, which I imagine would be better anyway.
Better than those military parachutes you just pull and just like
Yeah, just the static
you
shoot.
just fall.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
pray that somebody packed it right.
Well, I feel like in any parachute, unless you pack it yourself,
Yeah.
you're gonna be hoping for the best.
Right.
What's the saying goes? A parachute's only good as the last time it was packed.
It's very true. Very true.
Yeah. This next one we got some stuff out of the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly some of this stuff. I save it throughout the week, and then we talk about it at the end of the week.
So the Netherlands is being made into a smart
Oh,
city.
the smart city. Yes, that I remember. Yeah. Here, I'll just play it.
Deze overheid vindt dat we Nederland één dorp van of één stad van moeten maken wat helemaal volgebouwd wordt met huizen. En dan moeten ze
there's
dat
probably
vertellen.
no sense in
En
playing
dan moeten ze
that.
niet zeggen
Well,
dat er een
there's
stikstofprobleem
captions.
is. En dat gebruiken om maar de grond van de boeren in handen te krijgen om daar woningen op te bouwen. Want dat is er op het moment aan de hand.
Ja, het is een verborgen agenda eigenlijk.
100%.
Ja.
Ik heb er nooit in willen geloven. Ook die complottheorieën die je soms hoort. Maar steeds
Never
weer
wanted to
stukje
believe
bij
it, but
beetje
all the
komen
conspiracy
al die
theories are coming
complottheorieën
true.
Yeah.
uit.
Dang.
Go figure. Look at how many of these smart cities are popping up after Maui burned down.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just moving forward.
Yeah, they're gonna push that agenda so quickly over the next couple of years, I think. And this is from October 26th. Yeah, I usually save this stuff as the week goes by, and we talk about it at the end of the week. So I usually
Yeah.
forget about it. I'll just open a bunch of stuff and then we talk about it. So sometimes I forget, but yeah, this is pretty interesting. Especially he says, "Oh yeah, I didn't want to believe any of it before, and now all of a sudden it's coming true."
Control the food. Control the. Wait, are you guys getting bug food too?
They probably are.
The cockroach
everybody's
hamburger.
everybody's getting the bugs.
Some cockroach cereal.
I can't wait. Yeah, we talked about the Tyson bug stuff last week.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely
not
disgusting.
good. It is disgusting. I don't want any of that bull.
Absolutely disgusting. Oh, I didn't realize you got another one of these.
Yeah, so we got Bigfoot again this week.
Bigfoot.
Caleb will like this one. This is pretty crazy. I hope this has sound.
Oh, this is that one.
Yeah, so
this is weird.
This is supposedly Bigfoot. He breaks off a tree he swings a tree branch like this size and hits this one, and it like breaks into pieces, and then he throws the rest.
Lucky Crunch cockroach.
Ooh. Lucky Crunch. I'll pass. Here you go.
That don't sound
Here's
appetizing.
Bigfoot. Look at the size of that thing.
I can say this. That is definitely one big Bigfoot tree knock. Let us know what you think about this footage.
It's just so hard to tell.
I know.
But that's
I like seeing this stuff, but
it could be camera angle.
It could be force perspective. It does look like a guy in a ghillie suit.
It does look like a ghillie suit.
I mean, I've smashed branches over tree trunks like that, because it's cool when that piece breaks off. Everybody does it. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
But it does look like it's a pretty large branch. He throws the rest of it. But it could be. It wasn't much bigger than this, honestly. At first, I thought it was like the size of this, which nobody would be able to pick that up and
That is
swing it.
definitely one big Bigfoot tree knot.
That is
There's no
one
two ways
big
about this.
Bigfoot tree knot. No, I don't
NASA
know.
makes better fakes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call bullshit on this one, but
Very true. NASA
I'm gonna
does
show
make better fakes.
They do. They make really good fakes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Could be Bigfoot, could not, probably not.
Looks like a
I think
ghillie
the one we had before, where it was like Bigfoot sitting down on a
Yeah.
rock or whatever. That one looked pretty.
That one was
That could have
interesting.
been legit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really believe in Bigfoot.
Well, there's something that across multiple cultures,
Yeah.
across all over the world,
Yeah.
there's something that is similar to Bigfoot in every single culture. It's same
Right.
with dragons. It's same with. It's really interesting. There's something out there,
I think so.
either spiritual or something that did exist at one point.
I don't know about anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if that exists anymore.
I feel like we'd see stuff like it more.
Or
All
if
most of the footage you do see of Bigfoot, it's bad footage or
Right. Or it's like I've talked before, is it something that's related to the Nephilim that's still out there that has like the fur of animals on as for warmth?
maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we
It's
talked about the giant of Kandahar too.
the giant of Kandahar, which
I just kind of feel like you'd see more of it if it did exist now.
right.
I seen Bigfoot. Really,
Me and my brother think it's Cain.
Cain.
Like Cain and Abel? Like Cain.
I'd like to hear this story. Would you be willing to jump on Zoom and tell us? Because I want to hear that. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Wouldn't have to be today, but
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I don't know how to say
I'm interested in cryptids. Like
Yeah.
I could talk about cryptids all day.
Bigfoot's an interesting one because to me, I don't think it's what people portray it as in like being like a big ape. I think of it as like a big person, like the Nephilim,
Yeah.
because that's something that like is like when you talk about the Nephilim, you talk about giants' bones are found all over the world.
Right.
Like that stuff actually exists.
Right. I watched a show. I think it was on Netflix. It was called it might have been Hulu, but it was called Ancient Apocalypse. I think.
Okay.
It's the same series of like Ancient Aliens.
Like with the whole story
Yeah,
of the flood. And,
yeah, the whole thing was talking about the flood and all over the world how there's different like structures that could have been built by giants, and
yeah.
it's a pretty cool show. And there's one in Balta, I think, on the island of Balta. There's like a fortress, giant stones. They built this fortress out of. The place is called Gigantia. Gigantia.
Gigantia.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's really interesting. It's
Yeah.
just like the Stonehenge.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
so giant.
Well, and those stones were drugged like over 300 miles from Wales all the way to build this Stonehenge.
Yeah, all those different things.
Oh, you can, but you don't have Zoom.
You can join a panel.
Panel. I'm not privy to some of these. I don't know. What panel?
I don't know. Like Google Meets or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
We could definitely set something up.
Yeah.
Giant, hairy, big brown man. 12 feet tall. That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah, I think it's like something that's related towards the Nephilim, and I think that
Yeah.
they're possibly like wearing like the old Nordic people used to do, like with the wolf
Wearing animal pelts.
animal pelts. Yeah,
Was an old man.
not an ape. Yeah, yeah, I think it's more of a Nephilim.
How big would you say like his hands, like hands and extremities, like head? How big are like the features of this being?
Red hair, 6 toe or 6.
Well, you said
6
brown.
fingers.
Brown hair.
Oh, brown hair.
Big brown hair man.
Yeah.
And where did you see it? I'm curious.
That'd be sweet.
I don't know what I would do.
Would you shoot it?
I would shoot it. I feel like I
I'd be
would. If I ever
tempted
saw a
to.
Bigfoot and I had a gun, I would shoot it.
But if
It's the only way you're gonna get proof. Like nobody's gonna believe a video.
But if it's a man, would it be considered murder?
I don't even care. It's Bigfoot.
Yeah. If it's a Nephilim, though, because if they're related to Nephilim, then you're thinking of like basically children of the fallen angels and stuff like that.
Right.
And I don't know. It's weird. But I think it's more related to not an ape, but more of something like that.
Right. I guess a good question though is could you kill one? Are they killable?
Could you?
And how many are there? How many would there be? Like there's reports all over the United States, all over the world of these creatures that people have
Right.
supposedly seen. How many are there, and why do we not see more of them?
Yeah. So I looked into the giant of Kandahar again.
Yeah.
And what it was is there was they went out, so the Marines went out to find, it was either the Marines or the Rangers, but the story was back and
It
forth.
goes back and forth.
Like,
Yeah.
but they went out to search for a platoon or not a platoon, but a group of
Missing people.
Rangers or Marines,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
of the two.
Yep.
And the other group went out to find them. They found them. They were all dead.
Decimated. Yeah.
All decimated. And then that group took out the Kandahar giant.
That rings a bell.
But they were able to. The Kandahar came out.
Was spearing him. He
speared
had
him
like a
one
huge
person.
spear. Yeah, I've seen artwork of it and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Big
brown. His head was large. Hair of all colors, blue eyes, and the size of baseballs. Hands 18 inches, feet. I can't see the last part there because of that stupid emoji in the corner.
Hands 18 inches.
Feet something foot
Feet
long.
were something foot long.
Maybe 1 foot.
No, 1 foot's only
Or
like
2
12
foot?
inches. So maybe like 2 foot, 3 foot.
Did he have any like garments on? Like, does he wear
I'd say
clothes or
probably
is
2
it
foot.
just like all hair?
2 feet long.
Okay, 2 feet.
Indiana, Ohio River near Tufty Falls.
Okay. Ohio River near Tufty Falls State Park. That's crazy. So was he in the woods?
It's
Or
in
the
yeah,
railroad.
It's really
railroad.
It's really woody right there, but like that area is like really
flat and wooded.
Yeah, flat and woody.
I've never been in that area.
It's pretty dense though, dense wood.
Hairy and naked. Okay.
Oh, he's hairy
Did you
and
see his
naked.
dick?
Did he
Was
have-
it big?
Was it a big dick?
Or was it a
Like,
girl?
oh,
Was it a female?
I said man.
He did say.
Well, these days,
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know what I would do if I saw a Bigfoot or really anything like that. Or
What
like
would-
Dog Man. Dude, I don't know what I would do.
What would you do if you seen a 12-foot man completely naked, but he is just covered, just hairy, like a hairy?
Yeah, like Bigfoot.
Yeah, just a hairy ass man. 12-foot man, completely butt ass naked, and he was just hung. Like you're like, oh, yeah.
I don't know. Nice dick, bro. I don't know. What are you supposed to do? I'd be threatened. On the tracks in between cuts, he took 4 15-foot lunges. Dang.
It had a pecker. Yeah, no, that was
Wish I had
definitely
a
a man.
pecker.
Like
Yeah.
you could tell.
That's wild.
Damn.
How long ago was this?
Yeah, I just think it's more of like a.
I would have too. I would have dropped anything I was holding and probably have been completely
You're like, oh
frozen.
shit.
I don't know what I would do, really.
Mm-mm.
I guess I'd try to take a picture or video if I could and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know. Did he see you? That's a good question. Did you only see him, or did he see you, or was it a mutual event?
Yeah, I think there's some that just want to be left alone.
I think so.
They're just like
Early 90s. Okay.
and I think they're more related to the Nephilim. It's just
That's
because those skeletons are found. People
Right.
say, well, there's no Bigfoot skeletons are found, but there's giant skeletons that are found all the time.
right. That the last week we had another Bigfoot thing, didn't we? There was the pig was ripped in half.
The pig.
Yeah.
It just like I think the middle section was missing. Like it only ate like the
Yeah, it was like right at the hindquarters was ripped off, and then like part of the torso, and they were
Yeah.
separated, and then there was like Bigfoot prints in between the like the carcass.
right, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But I feel like a 12-foot man could probably. I don't know.
I'd think so.
Take a hog.
I
and
mean, a
stick it-
gorilla can rip stuff in half. There's no reason a Bigfoot couldn't.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting.
Right. Was it in the daytime when you saw Bigfoot? I don't know if like that's
Huh,
something you see more in
yeah.
the daytime or like at dusk or dawn or something where you'd be more likely to see one.
Right. I think it'd be more towards like
Dusk.
duskish.
That's what I would think.
Like it would be the time they'd.
But like
see
the one
something
we
like
saw, it was supposedly in Colorado, and the people
Yeah,
were
the
like on
video.
the train, and they saw him, and took a video of him. That was in broad daylight
that.
after
Oh, after
lunch.
lunch. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's just these giants that still live. If there's Bigfoots out there, that makes more sense.
It makes a lot more sense.
than a giant ape type creature.
Right.
It'd be like some type of giant, because those skeletons are actually found. Like that's something that did exist, and who knows if it still exists.
Right. And what is their life expectancy?
Right. Yeah, you don't know. There's
Man,
no
that
way
would
of
be
telling.
that would be wild to see one though.
Just a giant ass man.
I mean, I've never seen anything like I've never seen a UFO. I've never seen cryptids. I have seen like
Things that-
paranormal stuff before. It's like you can't explain. I've seen doors basically shake right off their hinges and break deadbolts.
Oh, dude, I've seen that stuff. I've seen.
Shit's crazy.
I've seen what I believe was a demon. Like, it like took a step, dragged its foot, came all the way down into the basement of my buddy's house, and then it was like hunched over in the doorway. And it was like blacker than black, and like you could see its face. Its face was all like torn up, and I was frozen. Like I was completely awake. I know I was awake, and I was just so much in. I was just scared shitless.
I would
like
be
I didn't
too.
even know what to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do either.
Which is where I'm like, I plead the blood of Jesus, and that was the only time where it seemed like it got freaked out and just turned and left.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Me and my older brother walked down the tracks and saw him about 50 yards away. He noticed us and ran.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
He probably just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah, I probably want to be left alone. I wonder if anybody's been like attacked by one.
I mean, I imagine. Yeah.
I'd imagine so.
Because you look at the Kandahar giant, so the
Well, yeah. Other than that one, like I can't say like I know of too many reports or anything that said they were attacked by
Right.
one. Well, it seems like a lot of times when you hear about people seeing one, that if they're spotted, it just like flees.
yeah. Well, supposedly, so the giant in Kandahar, the village was aware of him because they would have to like feed him basically.
To
So
keep
they'd-
him at
They'd
bay.
have to take a sheep and stuff because the giant would actually attack that village right there and would take people and eat them. So they offered sheep and goats and stuff like that
Wow.
to that Kandahar giant.
Can I make this go away so I can read that?
Yeah, can you make that? See if you can drag the side of that. I don't know if that's gonna affect the screen at all. There you go.
That does make it better.
Okay. Except for now you have that screen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, Harlan, Kentucky.
They found 2 giant skeletons here in Harlan, Kentucky.
See if
How
you
long
can,
ago was that? I haven't heard that.
See if you can search that.
Yeah,
Caleb.
see if you can search it up on Google.
Harlan, Kentucky, or
Harlan, Harlan, Kentucky. Giant skeletons.
Yeah, I don't doubt it though. There's been so
I don't
many.
either. I'm curious, man. Is the Barron County? Is that in Barron County, Harlan?
Yeah, 8 foot.
Oh, in a cave.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been so many found, and then
This was in 1927.
what's that museum that always comes in and scoops all that stuff up? And there's a museum,
Smithsonian?
Smithsonian. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see
they
that.
always take it and like hide it. They don't
Yeah.
know this. Didn't
Well, they're
happen.
controlled by the federal government, so anything to keep you informed that gets anything that's meant to keep you informed or anything they hide it.
Oh, that'd be sweet going into a cave with petrified trees.
That would be pretty crazy.
I know there's places like that where it's just like stone, like the trees. That'd be sweet. Huh.
Wow. Let's take a browse on.
Take a browse at some news.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
How
going on?
long have we been streaming, Caleb? Okay.
Wow.
Wow, that doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of stuff is kind of breaking right now, and we'll call it a day.
He reported to have discussed with Ukraine possible peace talks with Russia. That's the top one.
Zelensky is saying no.
So he just completely denies
Yeah.
it.
Same thing that Israel's doing. Basically the whole world is saying, "Oh,
No.
we don't need this war," and Israel's like, "Yeah, that's gonna happen." Lots of white sands, gemstones. Great Flood Cave.
Great Flood Cave, yeah.
Is it accessible,
Hmm.
or is it is it flooded, or
I imagine it.
is it linked to the Mammoth Cave system?
Oh.
Like a lot of caves are connected in Kentucky to the Mammoth Caves. We went there last year, my wife and I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Or no, this year. We were just there in June this year. This was a lot of fun. It's my second time in Mammoth Caves, but the cave system continues to expand. They're discovering more and more that are actually still. I forget. It's miles and miles of caves that are linked.
That'd be sweet though. A cave system that it goes back to during the Great Flood.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're seeing is like petrified trees from that
From
time
back then,
period
yeah, that'd be
during the Great
crazy.
Flood.
Never went deep.
It's on top of a mountain.
Okay.
That'd be sweet.
Well, a lot of the dwellings and stuff that giants would have supposedly had back then are like on high ground locations.
Yeah, high ground. They're always in like weird caves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it sounded like Zelensky does not want to.
He doesn't want peace.
He doesn't
even
want
though he's
peace,
getting
even though
decimated.
he's the one. Like they're being invaded. Like
Right.
I feel like if you're being invaded, you don't want it to happen. You know.
Yeah, you'd want peace.
If there's any sort of floating the idea of peace, you'd want to jump on that. That's
Right.
that would make sense to me.
I'll
Couple of videos from it like 3 months ago.
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Great Flood Cave. Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Israel deports thousands of Palestinian workers back to Gaza's work zone. I've always thought it was kind of weird that they Israelis banished, these people into a few mile
Right, area.
area, and they're like, you can come into our space and work, but you got to go back. That's bullshit. Oh, I heard about this morning. Earthquake in Nepal.
7.8. Oh, that devastating earthquake in Nepal. Oh, that was in 2015. The 7.8. So there was a.
I heard this one was like a 5 something. This is saying 6.4. 128 dead. At least.
Damn.
Oh, what do we got here?
Oh,
Thousands of
March in
to
DC.
expect in March in DC over Palestine. 6,000 people. When is this supposed to take place?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, so that said they want to end the support of money that's going over to Israel.
Mhm.
How about we end any money that's going over
Anywhere.
to any other country?
How
I'm
are we
s-
supposed to know that they're going to use it the way, like, it's intended to? The money that we're sending to Gaza is meant for humanitarian aid.
It's not going to humanitarian.
No, it's
aid.
going right to Hamas to fund more of their operations.
Yeah.
Just like that 6 billion that we were about to send to Iran.
Right.
And they were like, we're going to spend it how we want, and then we were like, no, you don't get it anymore. Yeah, end apartheid.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's nobody deserves to live that way.
Yeah, that and it's just the fact that all of our money, because it's not other countries that are paying for this shit.
Right.
It's
No,
our
just-
money.
it's just us.
It's our tax money that our corrupt ass government is giving out to other countries, where they're giving Israel money, they're giving Hamas money, essentially.
Still giving Ukraine
They're giving
billions of money.
Iran money. They're giving Ukraine money. Also giving Russia money.
Right. And you don't get to say anything about it. That's the part that bothers me. Why don't I get to say no?
Yeah, like it's literally our taxpayer money that is like basically destroying the world right now.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not, you're paying for innocent people to die.
You're paying for death and destruction.
And you don't get to say no. That's what people should be marching on DC for.
That's what people should be marching on DC for. Stop taxation and stop wasting our money on.
Or at least give us the
fucking
choice
death.
to say what our tax money. Like, if I don't get a choice to choose whether or not I pay taxes, I should be able to choose what my taxes are paying for.
Yeah. I just say no more taxes. Go back to using tariffs the way this country was formed to do.
And voluntarism.
And voluntarism. Just go back to using tariffs that were generated from products that were made and sold from the United States to other countries.
Mhm.
Those tariffs are what funded our government. No taxation. That's how it's always been ran until 1913.
Right.
And then taxation came in because they're like, oh, we need to support a war. More war.
And it's always what it's been used for.
And that's what it's been used for. And it's funded both sides. Just like the United States had funding going towards somebody named Hitler. They funded Adolf Hitler too.
Mhm. And then right after that, we had Operation Paperclip, where they brought
all the scientists over
all
here.
the scientists here that were literally Nazis.
Yeah. It's just like Saddam.
And then NASA was formed after that. And
yeah, Saddam Hussein was
everything
put
else.
in power by the United States.
Mhm.
Bin Laden was trained by the United States to form the Mujahideen to fight against the Russians.
And you paid for it.
In Iran, the Ayatollah was placed into power because of the United States. It's a joke.
It is a massive joke. Oh, here we go. North Carolina's voter ID mandate taking effect.
Good.
Yeah, good.
You should have an ID to vote. Like, you should have to show it
Yeah,
on
you
the
have to have
spot.
an ID to buy alcohol. You have to have an ID to drive a car.
You have to have an ID to buy spray paint.
Really?
Yeah. What about glue?
Glue, yeah.
You have
Or
to be
pseudoephedrine.
Or pseudoephedrine. Yeah. You have to be 18.
Mm-hmm.
But
Honestly,
then you have
I
to show
think
your ID.
what should happen, if they raise the legal age to purchase tobacco products to 21,
Legal.
as well as alcohol and carrying a firearm are all 21, why is the voting age still 18?
That's very true. Dude, if I think back now and think back to myself at 18, I probably wouldn't want my 18-year-old self to vote.
Exactly.
I really wouldn't.
No.
Caleb, you're still allowed to vote. You're good. But
Yeah. Well, not yet, right?
Not yet.
That's why he's
Very
also
soon.
not on camera. He's not 18. Otherwise, he could join the podcast with us. But yeah, I don't trust most 18-year-olds to make sound decisions for our future.
Your brain's not fully developed. You're
not fully informed on anything. You're still, learning how to survive in the world, and
right. Well, and that's where the communism, that communism, Marxism actually plays a part, because when your brain's not fully developed like that, you don't fully understand if that was actually played out in real life, that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because it sounds good on paper.
Well, and in that point of your life, like, you're still most 18-year-olds are still living with their parents and are having a lot of their decisions made for them, which
Right.
is communism.
It's communism, yeah.
And that's what they know. So yeah, of course you could choose communism. It's easy. You have everything's laid out for you already. Although that's always done in a malicious manner.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't think young people should be voting on our future. I don't get to make that choice.
No.
Unless
No.
it comes to a vote, then I will vote on it.
I mean, it's hard, because
It is hard.
You'd have to
You're
change.
considered a legal adult at 18, and you don't get to. I get it.
Yeah, you'd have to
if
change
one of
the-
things one of the things would have to change. Either they have to raise the legal voting age, or lower the other ones, like
Right.
purchasing alcohol, carrying a firearm. Like,
I
if you
agree
don't
with
think
that.
that these people are you don't think that 18-year-olds are capable of making those decisions to purchase alcohol or cigarettes or tobacco products or carrying a firearm, if they're not responsible enough to do that, then why are they responsible enough to vote?
Right. Yeah.
That's the way I see it anyway.
I would say you'd lower the ages of the other stuff, because
Yeah, I mean, you
capable of it.
can legally enlist in the military with parents' consent at 17,
Mhm.
or on your own at 18. Yeah, I mean, if you can sign that dotted line, and essentially, sign your life away, possibly even go die in
Yeah.
another country for a cause that doesn't exist. If you can do that, then they should be able to drink and smoke and vote.
Right.
But I still kind of stand on the side of most 18-year-olds are not
They're
responsible enough.
Yeah, they're not responsible enough. But at the same point, I don't want to take their freedoms away.
Well, you're not.
That's-
You're just changing
that's just-
where that line is drawn.
Right. Yeah.
It's a hard one. Yeah,
It's a hard one.
It is a hard one. You kind of are skating that authoritarian border,
Yeah. I do have a story for you before we end our stream today.
Okay.
That's for what happened during Halloween.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I didn't say
Just kind
anything
of
about it.
browsing some articles and see like if
I
there's
can tell you
anything.
about it right now if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep looking for anything that stands out.
So,
Excuse me.
took the boys trick or treating, right?
Mhm.
And instead of walking, so decided to drive, and then just let them jump out.
Oh, jump out and go up to the house,
Yep.
get your stuff, and come back.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So we're driving, parked. Boys jump out. They go up to this house. So old man comes to the door, opens the door, and has a bowl in his hand. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any more candy left. But if you come inside, I'll go grab the candy for you." And my boys
No.
are like, "No."
Absolutely not.
They're like, yeah." They like both of them were like, no," and they walked away. And then as they're coming back to the truck, they jump in the truck, and the guy's like, "What? What?" And I'm like, "Dude, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what you did."
Exactly.
So, saying that, I hope everyone had a good Halloween, out trick or treating,
Yeah,
stayed safe,
agree.
everything went good. But yeah, it was an old man. He's like, "Oh, come inside."
Nope.
I have more candy. I have more candy in here. You just got to come inside. Like, dude, you're gonna seriously say that to a kid while his parent is sitting in a vehicle, and you don't know who his parent is or what that parent is, if it's a man, if
What
it's a
their
woman.
intentions are, yeah.
Like, dude, you're gonna like, I heard him say it, and both the boys were like, "No."
Well, good on them.
And if you're a parent, make sure you teach your children. Like,
Yeah, never go into a stranger's house.
ever.
Yeah.
And I get Halloween's weird because you're accepting candy from a stranger, which is just weird at the same point. But yeah, teach your children how to take care of firearms, what they need to do around strangers, how to handle themselves.
Family just got back from Tennessee. Good show.
Oh.
You show me Sasquatch up for panel encrypted.
Oh, hell yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to make cryptid stuff kind of a regular thing here. We
Yeah.
both kind of are interested in that sort of stuff, so I'm down.
Yeah, go to Merchants of Liberty on Instagram, because I actually did create a page on there.
Okay.
And just shoot us a DM on there.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll see it's just a picture of I forget what I haven't really posted anything on there. It's just like 2 things.
Okay,
So far,
yeah.
but yeah, go on there and
yeah, shoot us a message on DM. You could either on Instagram or YouTube. Shoot us a DM. We could also maybe open up to a Discord or add you up to the Discord.
yeah, add you on the Discord.
Yeah, we'll
That'd be sweet.
brainstorm some stuff. I'd like to eventually get something like this. We have Discord that we use just for keeping our articles and stuff, but we could open
Yeah.
like a public one.Maybe have followers and stuff send us things they'd like to see us talk about.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That goes for you too. If you see anything you want us to talk about, shoot us a DM.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll try and add that into the rotation and stuff. But thanks,
Thanks for watching. I mean, if you want to, go ahead and share and maybe ask other people if they want to subscribe or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Definitely appreciate you for coming by, and it's cool to see familiar people jumping on and watching. That's pretty cool.
That's a lot of comments. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's the most we've had. We had a full on conversation with somebody, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for commenting. We'll definitely hit you up and do a little show on a bunch of different cryptid stuff, because that'd be sweet.
I definitely want to add.
That'd be awesome.
Add that, make it a regular thing we talk about. We've last couple of weeks we've had Bigfoot, we've had alien stuff, we had the face peelers last week, and it was pretty fun. I like that kind of stuff.
Caleb had to miss the face peeler conversation.
He did.
Yeah,
Let's see. I got this here.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I just found this one.
So her daughter was killed in the Robb Elementary shooting. So that
Yeah,
was
the one in Uvalde.
shooting.
Yeah.
Right? Now she's running for mayor. Huh. I wonder what her stance on gun violence is. Or on guns, just in general.
I think that might end up being
Oh, look.
an anti-gun candidate.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that one dude that was interviewed during the main shooting? And he's like, I really wish I would have had my firearm on me. He was a witness.
I did not. No, I didn't see that.
He's like, I wish I had my firearm. Or I wish
Was
I
he
had,
at the bowling
I wish
alley?
I had a firearm. Yeah, he was at the bowling alley. He's like, this is the one
Well-
time where I wish I would have had a firearm.
I bet you did, but at the same time, there was a sign on the front door that said no
guns.
weapons. So you had when you go to a place like that, and I mean, obviously you're going to be thinking in those moments that you wish you had something to defend yourself with. Greetings from Detroit. Hey, welcome.
Oh,
We
awesome.
got somebody
From
new
Detroit.
on there.
From Michigan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're also from Michigan.
about, what, hour and
a half from there.
Hour and a half from there.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
yeah, it's just the no shooting zones. Like you.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna think you wish you had something to defend yourself with, but if you go to an establishment like that, and you do have one, you got to make that choice to cross that into that building with something that you're not supposed to have there, which the shooter did.
Who says you're
and
not?
that's what they.
Who says you're not supposed to have one there though?
Well, the sign does.
Oh, it's just a sign.
The worst that could happen though,
They just
if
kick
you
you
get,
out.
you just get trespassed from the building unless
Oh.
unless you have to use it.
Yeah.
Then it changes
You get in
really
trouble for
quickly. Yeah, you might save yourself and some other people.
Yeah, you get in trouble
but you're going to be in some
That's fine.
legal trouble. Yeah.
I'll deal with the legal.
I'd rather rather be alive and in prison than with a couple holes in me or something.
Right.
I thought that was interesting. when I found
I'd
that.
rather save people's lives than
Right. Be a Uper next. You're moving to the UP.
up into
Nice.
the UP.
I don't know if I could live in the UP.
Oh, I could.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Oh, I could do it without.
I don't like winter.
Yeah, I can't do. The
I really don't like winter.
The snow up there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. It gets so
I don't
bad.
have I don't have equipment to handle that stuff. I don't even have the money to buy that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but crossing the bridge crossing the bridge this time of year, it's so pretty.
It is.
It's just all the colors.
Yeah, it is. It's
going
really
over the
nice.
water.
It's beautiful up
Cool.
there. I haven't been to the UP in a couple of years. I need to go back.
Yeah.
No?
You've never been to the UP?
Oh, man, you're missing out.
Like even just like right into St. Ignace. Salmon fishing? Oh really?
Oh yeah, up in Benzie.
Yeah.
Beautiful up there too.
Yeah, Benzonia's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you'll have to go across the bridge sometime. It's when you get in towards like because you have two lanes, right? So you get in one lane and it has these grates underneath
Yeah.
you, and it's just like and you could feel the updraft from the air.
Yeah,
It's
I've had to cross it on my motorcycle before.
Yeah.
And there was traffic on the lane that doesn't have the grates, so I had to ride on the grates on my bike, and like your tire constantly tries to find a groove to lock
Right,
into,
so it's
and
all
it's
over
like
the
it's
place?
all over the place. It's not fun.
Ooh. Governor Youngkin aims for GOP sweep in Virginia's legislative election. Is Youngkin
Glenn Youngkin, I think is his name.
Oh, he's a Republican, right?
Yeah, he's a Republican. Oh, what's this?
U.S. air concerns to China about dangerous. Oh, great.
I read the other day something about
Wasn't there like a deal with nuclear arms with China? They were talking about making a treaty with nuclear arms.
I'm not sure about
I did
that.
see something about that.
I saw something about U.S. aircraft was intercepted over Chinese seas.
Huh. Yeah, I've never rode a motorcycle across it, but
It's an experience. Yeah,
That
I
would
don't
be-
like. I wouldn't want to do it again.
I don't think I would be able to ride it in the grates.
It sucks.
On the grates.
Yeah,
I'd just
and
be
then
like,
when you look down, you see it's 200 feet to the water.
Mhm.
It's an eerie feeling. I don't like it. I don't want to do that again.
I did pull the pop-up camper on the bridge, and I was going over those grates, and it was like pushing the camper,
Yeah,
making
because the
it. And I was
tires like lock in the grids and it walks all over the place.
Yeah.
It's
So
uncomfortable.
my truck and the camper were both like
We're wiggling
dancing.
back and forth.
I
Yeah,
was like, no, I can't do this.
it's not
I
fun.
just got over. But yeah. Let's see. China urges U.S. to stop interfering in regional countries. U.S. airs concerns. Oh,
Notice how like
it's
every title is almost identical.
China. Yeah, I know, right? It's China's unlawful activity in the South China Sea. That's what they're saying.
Okay. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg tore his fucking MCL or ACL the other day.
Oh, he's probably training for MMA.
Yeah, training in MMA and stuff. From what I understand, he's not bad.
No, yeah, he's not bad.
He's not bad. And wasn't Elon and Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah.
supposed to step in the octagon
Possibility
together?
of a cage fight.
Yeah. Of course not. He's a
Dude, I think
he's
Elon
a
would
tub
get
of lard.
Like Elon would get his ass handed.
He
to him.
would.
I don't like
I don't like Mark Zuckerberg, yeah,
Mark
but-
Zuckerberg can suck a dick.
Yeah.
But dude, you can't. Like Elon Musk said, he had no training.
No.
And I'd just lay on him. I'd just sit on him. You wouldn't be able to do anything. That's not how this works.
Right, right.
Yeah, he was just joking around, but
It would have been interesting. I would have watched it.
that's probably about time for dinner, huh?
Dinner?
No, I
Oh.
5:00. Corrupt police employee jailed after allegedly assessing sensitive information before tipping off criminal friend. Hey, good.
Yeah.
They jailed one of their own. Surprising. Sometimes that doesn't happen. I love when a police officer stands up against a fellow police officer and is like, "Hey, you're kind of breaking the
Yeah,
constitutional
I
rights
agree.
of this person." Like, I like seeing that.
I do too. Doesn't happen often though.
No.
Gas explosion in a building of north of New York City. Injures 10. Oh, it actually says 15 here. Contractors caused it. Speaking of gas lines, I farted and it stinks, so sorry.
Oh, damn it.
Mother of 4 boys injured in house explosion.
House explosion.
2 sons critically injured.
Wait, is this just searching up things that are similar in title? Like when you click on title of something, because you clicked on the New York gas explosion, so it pulls up our other yeah, that's exactly what it is. Other articles that have keywords. So like explosion, New York.
I don't know that these are all related to a house explosion, so it's
Oh, they're all the-
yeah,
they're
it's
all
all
the
the
same.
same thing.
Okay.
So it was a house explosion.
I do like the fact that it's separated by left,
Yeah,
center, and right.
I like it too.
Where it has the biases. Which this is Ground News. If you haven't checked it out,
Yeah,
it's pretty interesting.
It's a good
because
place to get some information. You get
Yeah.
to choose like which side you want to read about, or both, or you
Or
get
just
to you
everything.
can formulate your own
Yeah.
opinions about it. It's a pretty good website. I like it.
Yeah, the cool thing is it just aggregates all the news and then separates it out based on biases,
Mhm.
left, right,
And I think
center.
if you pay for a subscription to this website, like you get a little bit more,
a little bit more in detail.
yeah,
with
a little
the
bit more
biases
filtered and stuff. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
U.S. warns Israel amid Gaza carnage. It doesn't have long before support reroads. I think that's probably true. I think the longer this goes, the less I think it's possible the less support that they're gonna get over it.
Yeah.
Especially the way Israel is carrying out their attacks and stuff, like the one on the university we talked earlier. the more stuff like that happens, the more people are going to be like, I don't support this.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't from the beginning, so.
I just don't support. I don't support people just dying.
Right.
I don't support war.
No.
White House condemns Fox News for standing on behalf of hate. I mean, I condemn Fox News, CNN,
Yeah.
ABC,
They're all junk.
NBS or NBC.
Jan 6 rioter accused of ripping officer's gas mask, sentenced to 7 years in prison.
Damn. Frederico Klein. Oh no. Cappuccino.
Interesting.
7 years for just ripping off a gas mask.
Pentagon halts travel to Israel, discourages congressional visits.
It's a war zone.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't travel to a
Right,
war zone.
don't go there.
Appeals court temporarily lifts Trump's gag order as he fights restrictions on his speech. Yeah, I never get that.
He shouldn't have a gag order anyway.
Is
And they just did it because they don't like him.
right. A gag order is so unconstitutional.
It is.
It's not even fucking funny. Like you're like, oh no, you can't speak anymore because I say so.
Yeah. Because I say so. That's
I mean,
not how this works.
I get there's evidence and stuff that you don't want out, but
yeah.
like,
But they're just trying to restrict him from communicating with his followers on social media, and it's a joke.
a gag order based on a lawsuit that's about you. Like I would almost think it'd be the opposite. You'd want somebody to go out there and talk because they might slip up.
They might,
and say something
incriminate
wrong.
themselves. Yeah. Woman crawls in McDonald's drive-through window demanding DoorDash order. People are losing their minds, man.
Main mass shooter was alive for most of mass.
How do you know? Oh, the two autopsy reports.
Oh, during the 2-day search.
So he was alive for the 2 days that they were looking for him. He didn't just like commit his crimes and then go.
Yeah.
Which some sources say he was in the woods and some say he was in a dumpster.
Right. So 34 hours after the incident, resulting in scrutiny of law enforcement agencies for not finding him earlier.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Like they checked his house like 2 days after. Wouldn't that be the first place you look?
That actually might make
You know?
sense if he was hiding in the dumpster, right? So if he was hiding for those 2 days while they were searching for him, and then he's like, they're still everywhere. Like he was maybe hoping for them to leave.
Right.
And then he's just like, all right, screw it.
Boom. Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Concerns about his mental state were raised by family members. That's, yeah.
Yeah, multiple people. His coworkers, the people he served in the military with. Bunch of sources were calling for concerns about his mental health. The FBI knew about him.
Yeah, he was on the radar. He shouldn't have had access to any firearms. He spent 2 weeks in a psychiatric hospital in June or July during the summer.
Yeah, it was in the summer.
They had all the red flags.
George Santos says he'll run in 2024 if he's expelled from the House. No. If you get expelled from the House, you might as well just consider your if you get expelled from any position in
you might as well just
in the
consider it
United
over.
States government, you get expelled. That means nobody wants you. Find another job. Go somewhere else.
He was already cleared for it again, because it's the campaign finance violations.
Oh,
is where
right.
he's being in trouble.
I
for.
heard about that
but
one,
it's
yeah.
already failed.
Attacked a couple gun-free pro.
Yeah, he did. He did hit some gun-free zones.
Yeah, like the bowling alley.
Yeah.
There was no weapons sticker on the door, and a bar you can carry a weapon in, but if you're
Yeah.
consuming alcohol, you're
as
not
long as
supposed
it's
to. So
as long as alcohol is less than like 50%.
yeah, it has.
51%
Yeah,
or something like that.
I forget the percent of its revenue that is made from alcohol. You can't take
Yeah.
from it, which is usually a bar.
One thing that people don't know is if you have your CPL, there's actually a loophole. Not you can't drink, but if you have your CPL and you go into a theater, a school, daycare, or anything like that, if you have your CPL, you can actually open carry into those areas.
Yeah, that's
There's
right.
a loophole,
There is.
but you have to have your CPL, and you cannot conceal carry, but you can open carry.
Right.
But you can if you don't have your CPL and open carry, you go to prison. If you have it for those areas, for like a school, stuff like that.
Yeah, I would just say it's probably safe
Yeah,
to
it's
just
safe to
not
just
do.
not do
Yeah,
that. But at the same time, like
it's your right.
I would want to protect my children,
Mhm.
the other children,
Other
that are
people there. Yeah.
other people that are there. I wish I would have like a bad guy does not give a crap about that law.
Exactly. Clearly.
He doesn't care.
Right.
I've never seen a bad guy follow the law.
Right. Right.
You ever seen a criminal follow the law, Caleb? No.
Right. It's usually why they're criminals.
Usually
That's
why
right.
they're criminals. Yeah. Yep.
Santa Fe considers tax on mansions as housing prices soar. Why?
Wouldn't that just be property tax?
Yeah, they already pay property taxes.
They already pay property tax, but
Here's some more about the gag order.
fraud case issues.
Ohio will vote on marijuana legalization.
No, scroll up really quick.
To this?
Gag order on lawyers. So
Against lawyers.
against the lawyers, I could see where that would be an issue. Where if the lawyers talk about the
Yeah.
the legal issues,
Yeah.
I could see that. But as far as Trump being able to talk about it, that's his.
It's his own.
That's his own
Yeah,
right.
it's his own thing. Yeah.
But as far as a lawyer, you're being paid to do a job, and that's part of the judicial system where you probably shouldn't be talking about that case. But Trump, yeah.
Oh, here
talk
you
about
go. 2 cases of dengue fever.
it.
That's what this is, right? Dengue?
Yeah, dengue fever. Mosquito-borne
Mosquito-borne illness. Southern California. Is that one of the places where Bill Gates released those GMO mosquitoes?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Or
Where
genetically
did that video
modified?
come from? Was that Texas?
I don't remember. There's a few places. One of them was, I think, Texas.
Where did that video come from? There's a video of it was like a helicopter.
A helicopter
right?
releasing
That
a
was
bunch of them.
these,
Yeah.
Genetically
And there was
modified mosquitoes.
some sort of like festival going on.
Yeah.
There, I remember from that video.
And now dengue fever shows up.
Well, there was a few other diseases that popped up around that same time too.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Well, what's this? Oregon man sentenced to LGBTQ
Hate crimes.
hate
So
crimes. He hit people with a car. Oh, I remember this one. This was not too long ago
yeah.
in Idaho.
And he set a pride flag on fire. I mean, let them protest as long as, but they
Just
shouldn't. They
don't be
shouldn't-
hurting people, you know?
Yeah, but the other thing is, like, when they're protesting, just they shouldn't be blocking roads.
They shouldn't be blocking
Just don't
roads.
block roads.
I
Just
mean,
go
if
out,
you
protest, do your thing,
Yep,
whatever.
do your
Nobody
thing.
cares.
And if you're a counter protester, don't
Just protest. Leave them alone.
leave them
just
alone. Don't
do your thing.
Don't destroy their signage. Don't
No.
destroy their flags. Don't
Just
even
let 'em be.
Yeah, let them be.
They have every right to be out there, just
Exact-
like you
just
do.
like you do. You don't have to agree with them. They don't
You
have to agree with
no,
you.
You don't have to agree. Just leave them alone. Let them do their thing.
I know
don't
people get passionate about their feelings and their
right
their beliefs and all that stuff, but attacking somebody else because you disagree with them,
No.
I don't understand that.
When it comes to taking a child to a drag queen show or anything like that, where it comes to involving a child into being somewhere where they probably shouldn't be because they're seeing nudity or
Yeah.
anything like that, no, I
Yeah,
have a
absolutely
freaking
not.
problem with
Yeah.
that.
I agree.
And it doesn't matter what side it's on.
Right.
Like anytime you're harming a child or taking a child to some place where they should not be.
Exposing them to things that they're not, they don't understand.
No.
They yeah. I don't think that should be a thing.
Mm-mm.
What's this one here? Pennsylvania nurse is accused of killing 4 patients, injuring others with high doses. Oh, okay. This I think
This
is
has
kind of
happened.
an older thing.
Yeah, this has happened so many times
Yeah.
throughout history.
Good. Hold people accountable for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple
Oh,
times.
including a 104-year-old.
Damn. This is nice.
So they overdosing them on insulin, huh?
This is recent.
This is recent, but I
This
I
has
want to
happened.
say this is an older issue.
Okay.
I think
I mean, it's happened throughout
it's happened quite a few times.
quite a few years.
Well, a few years back, the VA got exposed for not cleaning their colonoscopy equipment, and people are getting HIV.
Damn.
Oh, I can't open more without subscribing. Oh, there we go. I think it was just
Yeah, it's just
trying to get us to buy it.
Yeah, come on, please buy it. No, I'm good.
I could see this being an issue.
Yep.
How do we know that? I think we should go back to paper ballots.
Yeah. 100%.
Hand counted.
Yep.
Not using machines. It would be far too easy for somebody who knows what they're doing to write some sort of AI program that. How do we know that AI wouldn't be able to just vote?
Fair question.
I don't trust these machines that they use.
No. No, AI.
It's pretty clear what happened in the last election, and I'm not openly saying that it was stolen.
There's that video that was I think it was Rogan that talked about it, where the video, there was a car on fire, and they had a video showing how it was AI generated.
Oh, right.
A car on fire,
Mhm.
and it looked.
Oh, I seen that one. It was it was
realistic.
done in the new Unreal engine.
Yeah,
like
something
the
like
computer
that.
the program that's used it for video games and stuff. Yeah, I seen that video, and they showed like this car on fire. It was supposedly in Gaza, and they had like some sort of overlay, and you could like drag it through the car.
Yeah.
Because it didn't exist. It was
actually didn't exist.
Yeah, generated by video game software.
Yeah, AI is terrifying.
It is.
And it needs to just be shut down. Just
It
pull
does.
the plug on it and just not even try and advance it. Super dangerous.
Surprised I don't see anything on the FTX stuff. You remember that, Sam Bankman-Fried?
Sam Bankman-Fried.
He is being charged, actually.
He is being charged.
in prison for a chunk of time. Can you look that up, Caleb? Just go to Google, type in Sam Bankman-Fried. There he is, right there.
Yeah, that whole situation was a joke. It affected FTX. It affected Voyager.
Yep. There you go. 100 years is where he's sitting right now. 100 years in jail.
Good.
Good.
Dude, the fact that, like he said, basically, so with Voyager, if you bought crypto on Voyager, and basically you would buy the crypto, and he would use the money for whatever, like his
Mhm.
own personal stuff, whatever, right? I don't know why I have that out. I just had it in my hand.
That's funny.
But he would use the money, and then basically, even though you purchased crypto on Voyager, you actually didn't own it.
Right. He was
It was
taking
owned
other people's money and like sending it to
He's donated to political parties.
Political parties, mostly Democratic political affiliates and politicians. Yeah, it was pretty disgusting what he was doing.
Good. Lock him up, throw away the key. He stole
Exactly.
a lot of money. a lot of
just
money.
people's hard-earned money that they were trying to invest, and he's just like milking it and
Yeah.
funding the Democratic Party with it. Pretty wild.
I can't stand that type of corruption.
No, me neither. I'm glad to see that he's being held accountable for it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that might do it. I think we're sitting at probably pretty close to 3
2.5
hours now.
Yeah, 2.5, probably 2 hours.
2:46. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be good. We covered a lot of stuff today, even though there wasn't really it wasn't a super busy week as far as
Yeah,
news
yeah, we covered a
goes,
lot
but,
of stuff. You had
yeah.
a lot of links pulled up, but yeah, I think that'll be it.
Yeah, I'm glad we
Yeah,
have some viewers today. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming along.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
commenting. Do all the fun stuff, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, that stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever you feel like doing, you're not
Yeah.
obligated, of course. All of it's free though.
Yeah, it's all free. But yeah, if you'd share, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
If
for
you
sure.
Subscribe, that'd be sweet. We'd much appreciation. But yeah,
I think we're starting to learn the process here a little better. It's getting
Yeah.
better every time.
a little bit smoother.
A little bit smoother. Yeah.
Hopefully, people are enjoying the videos that I've been editing and posting just from the live.
Yeah, I think you've been doing a pretty good job at it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a learning curve in itself.
Definitely a learning curve. But yeah, it's fun. I just sit there and I edit them. I don't do that stuff while I'm working my full-time job at all.
No, never. Why would
No,
you do
no,
something
I
like
just
that?
work my job, and then after my job, I edit it. Yeah,
Right.
That's
exactly.
what I do.
100%. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully people
sure.
are enjoying that. Make sure you like those videos, the shorts, whatever.
And don't hesitate to drop suggestions if you'd like to see anything different. If we're saying anything that's incorrect, feel free to
Yeah, call us out.
Call us
I'm
out
pretty
if we're
sure.
if we're misinformed or pushing the wrong information. Please call us out. All that stuff. But yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for joining.
Yeah, thanks for watching.